You said that you love winning. What drives you more, the love of winning or the hate of losing?
Maybe equally, maybe both. I don't like losing, and I do like winning.
Say his name and he appears.
This is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Greetings and welcome to Winning 2024. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're all doing and living well here in this last month of the year. Big thanks going out to all those Winner Circle members scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And thank you so much to Shelly and Wolfram, who also support us over on Rumble. We are broadcasting on YouTube and Rumble. And away we go. How's everybody doing out there in the crowd? Roscoe Tree, good evening. How you doing? Good to see you. Happy that you're here. We got Wolfram in the house. Hey, Wolfram, how's it going? Thanks for dropping those links. Remember, when you're here, always listen to the Wolf. He knows what he's talking about. He wipes his paws and he lopes in and he howls. And the Alpha Mod is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. And there's T-Rex Trucking and more. T-Rex, what's going on, my friend? Let's catch up tonight, man. Hopefully you're doing well out there. It's raining. It's raining here in the south. It's raining around my area. I don't know if it's raining where you're at, but it's raining where I'm at. Vladdy, what's up? Good to see you. How you doing, awesome person? Good to see you. Happy that you're here. Snafu, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you guys, all of y'all here in this wonderful December. Tonight, we're just going to hodgepodge it up with the top stories and updates and news and all that fun stuff. There's quite a bit to go over. We're just going to take it one by one and see what we do tonight. Don't have a lot in the watch folders. End of the year, slow news cycles, but we got some key stories we'll probably just focus on tonight. The Luigi Mangione. Yeah, more about that guy. And man, already the conspiracy groups are coming out. It's just like predicting the weather, man. It's like predicting Christmas will be in December. But we'll talk about some of that stuff too. We're gonna go through some base takes on what's going on with that, and we're gonna talk about. We'll look at some of those drones over the U.S. tonight. I got a folder going with that. We'll cover some of this stuff and see some of the latest footages and talk about some more what those could be kind of things. I haven't done my deep dive on it yet, but I'm still collecting information on that. But I figure I'd talk about it a little bit here and there because it is, I think, a big story. I think it's a big story. And let's see what else we got. Cas Patel. We're going to talk about some Cas Patel stuff tonight. And Christopher Wray, the FBI director, says he's going to. I think he's resigning. I think he's going to call it quits. And a good call on his part. Of course, we've heard a lot about him. When we just finished our book Big Intel by J. Michael Waller. And he was mentioned quite a bit there at the end as one of the wokesters, and they're really messing things up. So good riddance to bad people. As the rats flee the corrupt establishment, Tarians, the deep staters all go run. And if you just want to know what a face of the deep stater looks like, just look at Christopher Wray. There you go. Right there with you. What's going on, guys? We're going to just have a good old-fashioned, chill, interactive kind of stream here. want to hear what you guys are talking about out there in the crowd. I want to talk to you. Let's have some good old conversations. What do you say? I could have sworn Winning was going to start singing It's Raining. Why would you think I was going to sing that? I would never sing that song. It's a terrible song. I never. Why would you think I would sing that, T Rex? Oh, good to see everybody coming on in the door here. Oh, did I need to do this right. Okay, there we go. Let me set this up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's good. I got to get my YouTube studio thing signed in there. There we go. All right. And make sure that we are broadcasting over here in Rumble as I head us on into the lead story. Make sure if you're ever on Rumble to hit thumbs up. We're up to 571 over on Rumble. Thank you to all the new followers over there. I appreciate it. Looks like it's kind of Skippy Dooey over there a little bit. Rumble is doing some things. They're doing some stuff. They've had some issues lately, but they seem to be working through it. So that's good. Oh man, T-Rex says the left is so effed up right now. Luigi is a good guy and Danielle Penny is a bad guy. Well, of course, the establishment, the invert reality. You know, Luigi has his problems. He has his problems. He's not a good guy because he commits murder, and murder is not the way to solve things. So we know better. We're the base crowd. We're the based informed crowd. We don't put up with that crap. We don't. Yeah, I might be a little spicy tonight. Kind of have that attitude tonight a little bit on the state of the world. Just by listening to something sometimes gets me. The lack of understanding and the want to have things understood out there. The default to absurdity, though I like absurd stuff, but there's a lot of default to absurdity out there. The default to drama, the defaults that pin us back and keep us from moving forward. Those things irritate me, as well as X. I mean, I still haven't gotten my account back on X, and there's just no way to reach anybody. I thought X was supposed to be better these days. There's just no way to get anybody to help you or explain a damn thing to you. The whole getting rid of the dial-in support numbers, that is like the biggest blow to efficiency and fairness. You invest all this time in building up your channel over there on X, and then something comes along and takes it away, and you have no understanding of what it was, and then there's no way to get it back, and there's no one to talk to. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. I've been using a secondary account to basically daily send the same post of support every day. That's all I can do right now. I mean, I literally have no help. I'm not a big enough channel to where people are going to come to my come and help me out. Though I've gone and helped out a lot of other channels, but and I'm not big enough to get any kind of attention. Like, I'm not a monetized kind of channel. I'm not a engagement farmer or anything like that over there. I just try to get the truth out, try to let people know when the show's going on, and I try to stream stuff over there for people who want to watch it. And it's a shame because I did have some people over there that they would tune in. There are people that have been subscribed to me for a long time that were still listening, and now I don't know if I can reach them or even find them anymore, and they're going to fall off, and that sucks. And there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know. I'm open to ideas. Anybody that wants to help is more than welcome to help me out. I reached out to Gary Franchi. He tried to help, but his connection there had used up all their favors. That didn't go anywhere. But yeah, that's the story with X, and it's a little disappointing. Though I did figure out I can still use some stuff on there. I just can't post like or add or follow. I have 0 followers and 0 following on there, so I don't know. I guess when I feel like it, I will go back and try to start a new channel. I don't feel like it right now. I really don't. Not motivated to do it. And that's just it. That's it. So, what should we start with tonight? Let me see here. Basic stuff with the Luigi Mangione case here. And let me pull up this video real quick. I want to go through that as we talk about it. I'll go into the where's that playlist? There it is. And I got some other stuff here lined up. Here's this. But I like this take that Tim did today. So we're going to use that as analysis. Hello? View the full playlist. All right. Running a little slow, are you, YouTube, eh? All right. We could go through some of that too, maybe. But I thought that this take that Tim had today on this case was really good, but it also kind of displayed, I thought it really displayed like, what he gets and what he doesn't get all in one video. So I thought it'd be good to run through it and analyze that with you guys out there in the crowd. But let's start by talking about what the thumbnail said, the thing in the thumbnail. Leo, I mean, I want to call him Leo for some reason. I don't know why. I just decided to start doing that. But yeah, Luigi Mangione denied bail in Pennsylvania following New York murder charges. Is that a surprise to anybody? Anybody surprised by that? I mean, why? I guess the best you could do is ride off on a rent a bike. I don't know. But yeah, that is the headlines there. Let's click into here and we'll see. Mangione denied bail in Pennsylvania following New York murder charges. Again, I'm not surprised. Let's see. We see the pretty balanced coverage, I guess. Luigi, the suspected murderer, of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Did I ever mention that United Healthcare was a client at one point? Let's see. Is fighting extradition to New York City. Why would he be fighting that? 26-year-old detained suspect who is an Ivy League school graduate and a former high school valedictorian was denied bail. And Mangione was arrested at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania on Monday when an employee recognized him from news reports. That's interesting. So we're going to go into all this and more tonight. United Healthcare CEO murder suspect, Luigi Mangione. Okay, yeah. We'll start with this report right here. And then we're going to go through some stuff that's out on Twitter about him or on X about him. And then I'll comment as we go down the line. Let me put this right there for a minute before we get into it. What's up there? Let's see. I doubt Raji over in India would be very helpful on phone support for X either. Well, I mean, they need to have a way to better service the customers. I mean, I'm a paying customer. I don't care what what's going on or what they think they found. I deserve an explanation, and it should be wrong that you can be coaxed into paying for and investing your time and energy into building something that enables and benefits that platform, and then have it taken away with no explanation. That's ridiculous. There's no way that should be going on. Shelly, did you tell him to pronounce it that way? Of course she did. She's trying to get me to say it right. I'm going to say it the way I want to because it's fun like that. So, first of all, let's take a look at this photo, this picture right here. This is people. I know life can be boring. I know we all want excitement. I know we all want things to be like a freaking Hollywood movie, right? But, people take different pictures in different ways. And, this is an interesting picture in itself. But you're going to see that some of it gets really ridiculous. And sometimes people think, hey, Ronnie, how you doing? Good to see you. Sometimes people think they're being based in their approach when they're really not. And my take is it's what's done is done. It's been done. Let's wait for the excuse me. Let's wait for all the evidence and all the things to come rolling in. There's a lot of disinformation out there about this already, which muddies the waters. I don't understand what people think that they need to be internet detectives all the time. Like, oh, I'm going to get out ahead of it. It's definitely I'm just waiting for this. What's this? Every time something happens, let's just say a blanket statement, right? Let's just say it's always a CIA inside job with weather weapons, and let's just add everything to it, right? That way, everybody can be right and wrong at the same time. It gets old, man. How many times this year alone have we been through the ringer when something happens, people run out there and they muddy the waters up, either for their own entertainment or out of their own ignorance. It's just like, dude, if you think that everything you see is some kind of like inside job or some CIA, the CIA has nothing better to do than spin up some 26-year-old, have them go take out some CEO. CEOs are replaceable. There's already somebody taking that job right now doing the same damn thing. It's not like anything's going to change as a result. Like the new CEO is going to make some big difference, or the CIA needed to change it out for some. It's just the stupidest thing. It's like, I wish people would stop and think about what they're saying and what they're about to do. But I don't. Maybe it's just maybe it is engagement farming. Maybe it is the attention culture that we live in. Where people are okay with being wrong in order just to get the attention, or I don't know. I know that there are people who are okay with being fake in order to get attention. I mean, there's plenty of that. People will latch on to things to get someone just to look at them, or just to give them stuff, or just to increase their visibility. I don't know. I'm bad. Maybe I'm just bad at it. Maybe that's just the way the world is. Maybe it's always been that way, and I just tend to think of it as something different, or that we can do better. So I take the base takes, I walk it in, and I really, really always want to avoid the big no-no, and the big no-no is That's right, jumping the shark. That's the big no-no. Why do it when you don't have to? Right? Fonzie did it for attention. We all know he did it. All right. That's why he did it. Fonzie just wanted the attention. He wanted to seem like he was cool. All right, let's get into this story here. I'm going to stop and break it down piece by piece, and it's actually going to go into some interesting directions as well, as I point out some things that Tim thinks he gets but doesn't. So we're going to go through that. It looks like I'm getting a little bit of disruption here on my end. So let me make sure. All right. Everything's cool. Let's see, maybe I could get rid of that. I can close this out. Make sure I got full bandwidth here. Okay, let's go. It's on. Let's do it.
The photo that is displayed on your screen right now is said to be that of Luigi Mangione, the suspect in the assassination of United Health CEO Brian Thompson. Instantly, this photo's emergence has exacerbated conspiracy theories of a PSYOP, where the more the story develops, the less people are believing it. Now,
again, this is a condition that's been programmed into people now. Think about the second veil of perception, the alternative narrative, and how you have to be as careful in the second veil as you do in the first, in terms of being, in terms of having a narrative put on you, right? What about the people who think everything they see is a CIA PSYOP? What a condition to have, right? To believe that everything that it's the same type of incapacitating reality that people in the first veil experience, right? When they're boxed into the establishment narrative. That's the thing that I've warned against, and that's why I say that there is a veil in the alternative narrative area. Like, once you escape the establishment narrative, doesn't mean that you're free and clear, and everything else you find is going to be the truth, right? I think a lot of people realize that now. But that this is the thing. This is the condition that people will fall into. if they're not careful. And that's why, having done the work I've done for almost 2 decades now, 2 decades, I've been to the bottom of every rabbit hole and I've analyzed this stuff from a root cause perspective. Like, you know, when you learn something 15 years ago and nothing has changed about it in 15 years, except for the same old BS kind of explanations for it, you realize that it's just a bunch of crap, right? And there's some people that are still grasping on to old school conspiracy theories that are just grifts. Now they're just grifts. And they've produced no evidence, no results. There's never any results. There's never any solutions in the second veil. That's why you have to move beyond that to see the bigger picture, the cycles that are in play, the generational cycles that are in play, and what who the real big bads are. We talk about that. I've done a whole series on it called Unveiling Reality, where I've gone down that whole path and walked people through how to get from one place to another. And it's just the fact that I've been doing it a very long time that I understand this. And for even people that are fairly new and think they got it all figured out, you'll go down the same path, whether you like it or not. And eventually you'll come to the same conclusions. And if you don't get stuck down in a rabbit hole and stay there forever, you know, eventually you're going to figure out that these things you thought you believed and you think were true, never come to fruition. And that becomes frustrating, and it becomes also enlightening at the same time. It can catalyze. It can be a moment of clarity for you. So let's listen to more of this right here. Yeah, so some people are thinking this is a fake photo or something like that.
Look, I'm a fan of Occam's razor. I'm not a big fan of conspiracy
Yeah, you're a fan of Occam's razor when it suits you, and you don't always use it right. January 13th.
theories. In the absence of evidence, the solution that makes the least amount of assumptions tends to be correct.
Yes, but you only apply that when it makes you right, and that's kind of like, yeah.
And in this regard, I got to say there's good reason to doubt this story. That being said, there's not much else to go on. So for all the people that believe this is a PSYOP, they're going to be drawing inferences from other stories. They're going to make up a motive in their mind.
He's actually really good on this part. That's why I say, like, you'll see like the things he's good at and the things he's not good at in this one piece.
As many are doing, but that is a tremendous leap. Now, it's fine to say, I find issues of this story to be suspect. The story is just breaking, so we don't know what's what.
Exactly. It's just breaking. So we don't know what's what. And we fall into the Sandy Hook condition, right? Where things and answers didn't come out the way people wanted to them. The reporting on it was shoddy because they were trying to pivot to the gun control narrative, as they were doing a lot at the time. Remember, these were the Obama days. And so people took it upon themselves to decide that what happened there was all a big show. And that's not the truth. And what happened was innocent people who were suffering from loss got harassed by idiots, right? And that's the danger that people fall into when they get this mindset that everything's like a Hollywood movie, and it's not. It's not. Yeah, and it's not. But they're conditioned themselves. They believe this, and then they start listening to idiots who are giving them half-assed information and bad takes, and then they end up adopting that belief system, and boom, before you know it, they're out there doing some very bad stuff. And that's what happened in the S Hook days, and that's what happened in other instances as well since then.
And it's fine to doubt things. You're allowed to.
Yep.
Personally, I take issue with
it's fine to doubt and be cautious, right? And you should be. You shouldn't buy. But aren't you just buying into a conspiracy grift if you just jump the shark right away? And it's the same thing.
People saying the CIA did it. They did it for this reason. We know why.
Why would the CIA do it? Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. Like, you would sound more credible if you said the FBI did it. You would sound way more credible. Somehow the CIA, a clandestine organization meant for foreign adversaries, right? It gets mixed into everything, right? Because they compare it to KGB or whatever else, right? But really, the spin-ups, all these things that have gone on inside of our borders has been FBI. So right away, you're already showing that you don't have a lot of sophistication when you call CIA out. Right. It's if you be more credible, even though you're jumping the shark, you're going a little bit too fast. You'd be more credible to say FBI. So I don't understand when you get lashed on this CIA thing, why you believe that that's the case.
Why? And I'm like, okay, look. You know, if someone wants to point out that this photo of Mangione
Ronnie.
eating at McDonald's makes little to no sense,
Right? This is the whole thing too. It's gonna get mentioned later that yeah. Oh, you know, you can forgive a murderer as long as he has a good body.
I'm curious where the photo came from. There are explanations. Fine. But to then say that it proves some kind of conspiracy or otherwise seems silly.
Yeah,
Now, I've got there's a viral tweet. It's got 1,000 retweets, almost, 650,000 views, breaking down why they feel this is a PSYOP. And,
but there you go. Listen to what he said. It has all these views. It has all this attention, right? While they're breaking down why they think it's this, right? So you can, it's easy to speculate, right? And someone's just going to speculate off talking out straight out of their ass. They might as well have a picture of their ass as their avatar, and with words just come, like a little bubble thing right there, just words coming out of it, because that's all they're doing. How can anybody have any serious evidence, anything to go on? You're going off of media organizations right now, right? You're going off of things like that, half-ass to half-ass to half-ass. Pretty soon you got a little ass out there just spewing poo everywhere. Brains think in patterns. So when someone seems to fit a pattern, you have people call it out, especially paranoid people, right? I mean, come on. I get it. And people, conspiracy grifters play off people's distrust of government. And that's the number one thing they have going for them, right? And so then you're going to fill their pockets up, line their pockets, and enable them to do more disinformation, which feeds into the establishment narrative. Oh, look, they're full of disinformation. You don't want to listen to them. Stay with us. We're your trusted news sources. And how are you going to pull people away from the establishment media that's abusing them in one fashion, when they can clearly point to someone who's being paranoid, anti-government, whatever, which is fine, and to a point. But to a point where everything they see and under every rock is some kind of grand illusion that there's constantly this planning going on. And, we stay based. We read the book Big Intel, which explained what's going on with a lot of things in our intelligence agencies. I mean, all the way down to the core, what the real agenda is. And then we look over to like the UN and WEF, and we see what the big agenda is, right? It's all laid out for us. We don't have to guess anymore. That's why this is one of the reasons I started the channel and I do the shows that I do. It's to help people see that. It's to free them from, if I can free people from the first veil, that's fine. They're very difficult to free, right? You do it a different way. But if I can free people from the second veil, I'm really doing a lot of good work here, because now we can work on the big root cause issues together. Now we can work on real solutions. We can implement the real root cause solutions and take that generational approach that's going to make the world a very better place, where we're not dealing with shit like that, We're not dealing with shit like this every day, talking about the destruction. We're on the fringe of losing our country, our constitution, and everything, right? Because people are in a state on one side or the other, right? We need to stay based to get past it, and that's what it's about. All right, let's continue.
I'm going to show you, but I will. I'm critical of it.
Oh, okay.
I will say this.
Yes,
the things that I will give the naysayers and the doubters in this story is, who took this picture of Mangione? It's from, like, relatively close to him. I mean, I'm not saying it's like they got up in his face. It looks like it's digitally zoomed in.
That's what he gets for going to McDonald's. I mean, come on, dude. You don't. And he's sitting in the McDonald's eating. Like, who sits in the McDonald's and eats now? I mean, get the shit and go. Right? But you can tell from this picture right here compared to the other ones, he's got that long distance stare going on, even though it's just it's 1 second in time here captured, right? He got the long distance stare going on, man. He looks like he hadn't slept. Oh, like, you see my cursor? Looks like he's missing some sleep here, right? Got some bags under those eyes, right? He's got that 10,000-mile stare going on. Like, he's thinking, he's reliving that moment over and over in his mind constantly. And, I don't know. We're going to hear that he wasn't so well off, but I imagine he still had a good selection of clothes. And I would imagine he's smart enough to change clothes after he committed the crime. So people are going to point out, well, that's not the same hat, and the jacket's different, and all this other stuff. Dude, I would imagine this guy. We're gonna have to try to figure out whether he wanted to get caught or not. But he looks like he's pretty ragged out right there. He's got the 5 o'clock shadow going. He's not taking care of himself as well. He looks like a guy that's on the run to me, and he's got some heavy shit going on.
But this means that someone saw this guy wearing a brown beanie and said, I think he looks like the masked man from that photo that went around, which like makes no sense.
Okay, well, if you stop that sort of thinking, Tim, then it's not going to make any sense. But again, a photograph is 1 second in time. It's probably less than a second in time, right? So when you stop and you think for a second, Tim, look at that look on his face. He thinks he's so smart sometimes. I like Tim though. I'm not here to brag on Tim, but I will give him a hard time when he jumps the shark like this sometimes. I mean, he's like this is a 50-50 take on this. Like he's gonna say some really good stuff in this take. And he's gonna say some really dumb stuff. That's why it's like this is the best example of like how much he knows and how little he knows at the same time. But I mean, at the same time, it's a good layout for us to talk about it. So that's why I brought it up. So I'm not going to spend my whole time ragging on Tim, but I will say that, and I'm going to compliment him as well as we go. But I'm going to say this is 1 second in time. So if he's in there and he's got some McNuggets here, it looks like he's eating chicken McNuggets, right? And he's went up and he ordered and he sat down, he's sitting there eating, his head's moving, his face is moving. A lot of things are going on with this guy and the time frame that he's there. So someone could have recognized him, not from this photo, but from the fact that they were in there and they saw him interacting many, many times. And they're like, you know what? That guy looks a lot like that dude. You know, maybe I should call this in. That kind of person, right? I don't know who called it in. We're going to figure that out. But I mean, it's not like they saw this still image and be like, oh yeah, brown hat guy. I mean, they saw him looking down, looking up, looking around. I mean, they got a good look at his eyebrows. His eyebrows are a big tell for him. And, you know, and yeah, there's some joker out there that thinks he's measuring eyebrows and has got it all figured out. It's the stupidest thing ever. Oh my God, the eyebrows don't match. So there's a space. Then the space between his eyebrows is shorter than it was in that one picture. So therefore, this must be a CIA psyop with weather weapons. Yeah, that must be what it is because his eyebrows aren't the same length in one picture to another. That's the beautiful, beautiful analytical minds that are out there right now doing the good work.
Like you see a guy in a black sweater and a brown hoodie and go, that looks like the guy with the black jacket whose face I couldn't see. So a lot of people are saying, well, that seems weird.
Okay, so to be fair, his face has been seen a lot clearer now since then. So if you're just going by the initial picture, which I think that somehow he's referring to, there's been a lot more pictures out there. So again, wrong. I doubt that's what we're going to find out, right? But this is like Tim does how many, like he makes $1 million. He makes millions of dollars, dude. He's pumping out story after story after story. He doesn't have to be right about everything because people still click in and like and buy and all that stuff. And that's the condition of our world right now. Like I think maybe that's part of my problem. Like maybe I need to go faster and be less detailed and be less, but then I'd be letting you guys down. I mean, I've said this before. Like I may have, 14 people watching on YouTube and 18, 17 over there on Rumble. Hey, Rumble, what's up, y'all? But I care about your minds. That's the thing. That's the difference with me and everybody else, I think, or at least there are other people that out there that care about your minds too. But some people just don't. They just don't. They're like, I don't care if I give you half a truth. I don't care if I'm smoozing you or I'm just filling your head full of drama. I don't care if I'm piggybacking off other channels. I don't care. I just want the attention. I want the progress. So, and I get it. And they're doing really well. They do much better than I do. So I'm just trying to offer something different. And if something different is this, this appealing to this many people, that's fine. At least you guys, at least I know I'm doing you right. And I have the kind of conscience where if I wasn't doing you right, I couldn't deal with it. Like I wouldn't sleep well, and I probably end up just closing the channel now. Honestly, go on, just do something else. Talk about some other thing I like somehow, some way. Maybe I'll get into, doing one of the other hobbies I like to do, and make that a thing about, if I want to be a content creator that bad, right? If I really do, I go back and forth on it, man. Honestly, I go back and forth on it. It's a thing, right? We'll see. Next year will be a big tell for me. I'm gonna give this another run, but and see if I can do something with it. But otherwise, right now it's a hobby, and I don't make a hobby out of trying to mislead people. If I was gonna just be like, screw it, I'm gonna enjoy Bigfoot, right? I mean, I want the whole thing, like Bigfoot riding in a Loch Ness monster, because it's a CIA psyop, and weather weapons and stuff. So it's the whole thing. So honestly, I doubt it. We'll see. I pray. I hope. I ask for guidance. I got good people around me, so hopefully, whatever it is works out. But I think that offering a based approach and real analysis would be appealing. It would be appealing. It'd be something different. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you so much for that. That's great. Thank you so much. We're happy that you found us too. We're glad that you're here. Guerrilla reality. Thank you for that. That is very nice of you to say. All right, so let's get back into this. Keeping in mind that several pictures of him have been out now with a clearer look on his face than when he had the mask on, right? Especially it's the same day, him grinning from the side. If he was grinning from the side talking to somebody, you might really recognize it. Some people are really good at recognizing faces. So I'm not gonna say this is impossible, but it just makes me wonder sometimes how Tim comes up with this stuff.
Then they pull out their phone, take a picture of him, and the police come and get him. The guy is found.
Well, yeah, but come on. I think he's going to say this later in the broadcast, but yeah, because they're looking for a murderer, like a high profile murderer. So they're going to go and they're going to follow up on leads, especially if the leads are close in the vicinity of where they figure he might be, right? Based on time.
3 days later with a backpack, with a manifesto, with a gun, and the whole thing seems like he intended to get caught. Now,
okay, so I have to agree with that. There's a lot of aspects of the story where I tend to start leaning towards I think he wanted to get caught. I think he did. Tim can't recognize faces. Hey, Andrea, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you over there on Rumble, holding it down on the Rumble side. I know my friend Jacob Castro has been seriously busy these days with the holidays up there. Yeah, I'm sure he'll come swinging in on a chandelier here before too long. But anyways, yeah, let's continue here.
What I will say is, when the story first broke and we saw the surveillance footage of the assassination, which went viral, the individual seems to be a little bit heavier set than this Luigi Mangione guy. In my view, based on the white on the hands, which is from the cold, reduces blood flow, and then you'll get where there's pressure. Of course, you know this. You press into your hand, it turns white because the blood is pushed out of it.
And photos
it's more indicative, in my opinion, of someone who is slightly older, middle-aged, not a young person who's 26. 26, that seems strange.
To have 26-year-old, but you add in other factors, right? I mean, at first, he's talking about his first impression, so that's fine. But, conditions, right? We're going to find out that this guy has medical conditions. And medical conditions, medications, things like that, they can affect your body differently. So keep an open mind, right?
Strange to me. But, what do I know? I could be wrong.
You could.
But when we saw these photos, they said, here's a person of interest in my hospital. I and many others, 1,000 retweets, we all were, and all the quotes were like, that is not the same person. The reason I highlighted this was because the police didn't even say it was a suspect. They said this was a person of interest. And I'm like, for all we know, there's somebody who interacted with him, and y'all are saying it's the killer.
It could be. Right? Person of interest does not indicate, of course, it's a blanket term, but does not indicate this is the person we're definitely looking for. However, if you remember the smiling face, whatever, we'll take a look at some of those pictures initially. But, just from what I gathered, right, and I'm just really starting to dig into this thing a little bit more because of the grifty aspect of it that's coming out. And that's more of my thing, is like kind of like pointing out the grifts so people understand and kind of learn from it. And they say, well, I need to have a more cautious approach to things like this, right? I don't need to buy into the grifts that are out there right away. Let's make them prove to me that they really know what they're talking about by being super analytical, questioning to the void, right? And not making up your mind about anything until you get everything kind of lined up. Now the thing about that he's not saying that, the photo, whatnot, all this, he looks different, looks heavier set, different kind of coat, but is that they had different aspects of him besides his looks as making him a suspect, right?
Need to wait. Well, now this dude's been charged, and there are a lot of questions.
Okay, so now he's been charged. He's not a person of interest anymore, right? Not at all. So, He remember they said he rented a bike with his credit card. I mean, isn't that kind of gives your name away, doesn't it? So I haven't seen the connection between that yet, but that would make me think that they had a name. And so the name, facial recognition, things of that nature, putting things together quicker, right? So let's continue.
These new photos have emerged, which has many people questioning,
what's he eating there? Is that hash browns? Is this a morning photo? That looks like hash browns to me. It doesn't look like a chicken McNugget now. He's got some. Yeah, his fingers are dirty, man. This guy, I don't know. I see white right there on his fingers, right there in the, does a painkillers kind of like messing with your blood flow, right? So this dude evidently had a surfing accident a long time ago, and that's caused him the back pain. And I don't know if he was denied surgery or had surgery or had a botched surgery or had a huge bill from surgery. There was something involving healthcare and this guy that made him target this one dude. And like I was talking about last night, people with back pain are in a different world. They live in a different world than us, right? They're here with us, but their mind is in a different place. They're constantly dealing with a nagging pain and a condition in this world that is tragic. And I feel for anybody that has a back injury or back pain and is suffering from it and has suffered from it. A lot of these people live with chronic pain for decades, and they have highs and lows. They suffer from depression. A lot of them suffer from drug dependency. A lot of them are just like freaking screw this life, and a lot of them are depending on how aggressive or how their mentality is already, are willing to act in certain ways. So a lot of them just drug themselves up and say, I'm checking out. I knew somebody like that. I'm going to spend my life trying to enjoy it the best I can, but the only way I'm going to do that is numb, right? And I'm going to have my bad days, and I'm going to spend every day doing back exercises to try to strengthen the back muscles around the broken vertebrae, the compressed broken vertebrae. And I can't miss a day of my, and it's just, the back pain, chronic illness, even that's a different world that people that live in that have a different mentality and different outlook on life. Like to him, he probably is like, this is a quick way to just get screw this life. And he's 26. He probably thinks, man, I had it all going on. I had the great body. I had a great, chicks dig me. I was valedictorian. I could make all this money. And now I feel like shit every day. Now I don't think my life's worth anything, and I don't know if he was getting help or what. Evidently not. But, this changes your outlook on the world. Like you could have everything going for you and everybody could think that you're the most amazing person in the world and be like, damn, check you out. Right. But in your mind, you're like, this sucks. Every time I move, I'm afraid my back's going to go out. Every time I do anything, I can't lift the weights I used to lift. I'm going to lose the body. Right. I'm going to lose everything I have. I don't feel like getting out of bed. I don't feel like going outside. I don't want to talk to people anymore. I don't want to hear about how great they're doing. I don't want to see them doing the things I used to do. That's the mentality that takes over. And this guy's 26 and this happens to him, and you're 26 in your prime, and all of a sudden everything's taken away from you. His mentality has changed towards this world. He's like, screw it, and we don't know what his issue with United Healthcare is completely yet. I say, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Yes, he's yelled out something injustice, right? Yeah, he felt slighted. Like maybe they botched his surgery and they wouldn't fix it. There's something that is deal breaking that happened with this guy. So we're gonna learn more about that, but we can't learn more about that if we just suddenly decide it's a CIA psyop with weather weapons and Bigfoot, right? No, it's because of flat Earth, right?
How did anyone see this guy and say, that looks like the photo from New York?
Because there's a billion people on this planet and they're not all like you, Tim.
It doesn't. I look, man.
Look, man.
Can I
look, man. Look, Tim. Get out of your bubble, dude. This is him in his bubble right now. He's trying to get out. This is the part that kind of frustrates me. It's like, come on, dude. Stop trying to talk to you. How many people watch this? How many people watch? I gave him a thumbs up. See, I ended up liking. 7 hours ago, almost 100,000 views. Man, I 100,000 views. Holy shit, that'd be awesome. I'd love to have 100,000 views. 1.52 million subscribers, right? But you can't understand how more people could, how somebody could actually, if they were in the restaurant watching this guy for 15 minutes, couldn't see anything that resembled that guy, especially if people were looking for it. Maybe they were actually on their phone. You know, people are on their phone. They're actually on their phone in McDonald's. Can you believe this? They could have been scrolling through like X or YouTube and seen his picture and been like, that guy over there, hey, come here. Doesn't that guy over there look like this dude? You know, let's keep an eye on him for a second. Yeah, man, I totally. We'll get a picture of him. We'll send it in. We'll see. Because there's like what, a $10,000 reward. $10,000 is all that CEO's life was worth. $10,000 reward. That's why they turned his ass in, right? $10,000 reward. I've heard someone sitting in McDonald's eating $10,000. The girl that works there for minimum wage. Fuck yeah, they're all about it.
I don't believe it. I don't know how they caught the guy. I don't know how they noticed it was him. Maybe they saw his ID somehow. There's possibly an explanation, but I do not believe personally that some.
Hold on, if they saw his ID, then they knew his name, right? What do you mean? Maybe the ID picture looked more like the guy in the photo. I don't know.
Some people at McDonald's saw that guy and said it looks like the photo from the description.
Okay, the photo from the description, there's two, right? There's one where the mask was down. He obviously used the mask to hide his identity when he committed the crime. And then there's a picture of him with the mask down in different places. Then he went and got coffee. Remember, he got coffee at Starbucks. How did he pay for that coffee? Right. So they got him on pictures. They found him there. He rented a scooter. There's cameras all over New York City. Right. Pictures came out of this guy with the mask down.
Now, it can be explained. Don't get me wrong. It could be as simple as everybody is pointing to everybody. You know what I mean? So
Tim, $10,000 reward. $10,000 reward.
The police said they were getting tons of tips. And you may be wondering, like, how does someone see that? Well, it could be that police received 300,000 tips from all over the place and were just following up on as many as they could. One of them was Altoona, PA.
Okay, let's do this again. He's eating at McDonald's. Did he pay with a card or cash? Did they get cash out? I mean, they got some names on a list, right? At this point. Even if it's not Luigi, maybe Luigi's on a list with 10 other people, right? So they got some names. They can look at transactions, right? They got cameras. They can run facial recognition off his social media. They can use that technology to try to pinpoint him, right? Like I said, even if he paid with cash, did he go to an ATM nearby? And oh, there's a hit. We got a hit. Luigi's in Altoona. He's somewhere. Oh, wait, we got a tip from McDonald's in Altoona. Well, it says here he likes McDonald's. All right. I mean, dude, data is king.
Said he's got a backpack. Here's what he's wearing. And they said, we'll check it out because of its decentralization, meaning you get a handful of tips from Altoona and maybe they're wrong. The cops show up and go, yo, this guy's got a gun, a manifesto. This might be him.
Hey.
That actually could explain it. That's why I'm saying I'm not a big fan of the conspiracy theories. It's possible that there were tips in, I don't know, in, let's just say, Hagerstown, Maryland. And the cops showed up because they're local cops. So they get a call and they have the time. They're not searching New York. They're from Maryland. They find a guy and they say, false alarm. It really is that simple. Mass descent.
That's what this guy, again. So let's get outside of this analysis here and get to a deeper analysis real quick. This dude is eating in public after he committed a hit in broad daylight and did a very sloppy job covering his tracks. Does he want to get caught? Does he not care anymore? That's the only reason why he would be doing this. If he was crafty and wanted to get away with it, maybe he's regretting his decision now. He's like, well, you know what? I'm going to sit right here. When they find me, they find me. He might be thinking about turning himself in. You know, maybe we don't know. Maybe a few days go by and he turns himself in. I mean, what else? He's got nothing left to, maybe he regrets what he did. But I'm saying, like, you're sitting in public eating, knowing there's cameras, knowing people are looking for you, like if the cops pulled up, did he sit there and let him walk in and act like he was just, I'm just gonna blend in, they won't know it's me, when he knows people are looking for him, probably? Or did he get up and get the hell out of there as soon as he saw the squad car? Was he sitting in a place in the restaurant where he could keep an eye on the driveway to see if a squad car came rolling in? That'd be someone who didn't want to get caught. Someone sitting in the corner like this with no windows. I don't know where he's at in the restaurant, but look at that corner. Like it's all boxed in. No escape from that corner, right? The psychology of the situation doesn't seem to be telling me that this guy wanted to escape. I think he wanted to get caught. We're going to find out more, though, as time goes on. But I'm just going off of what I see now. And from someone, looking at someone who doesn't want to get caught, don't eat in public, right? Don't be seen. And don't sit in the damn corner of a public restaurant where you can easily be trapped.
Centralization. So who knows? But I also do find it weird that the dude shot the guy, left, did this perfect escape plan, but then
Wasn't
kept
perfect.
all of the evidence on him and got
No,
caught.
it wasn't a perfect escape plan. It was a horrible escape plan. It was a horrible escape plan. If it was for someone this smart, it was done like someone whose mind was degraded. Which I think explains some stuff.
I just, again, I'll stress it is believable. But let me do this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So look, we got mask, no mask, no mask. This guy's an angle person. Do you know what I'm talking about? He's a lighting person. Hold on, let me get down here. I'm going to pull up some other stuff here later on X as we deep dive into this. He's a lighting person, right? He looks good. He looks good on one angle and looks bad on another. He has a good side and a bad side. Can look different in pictures. I've seen that already just from the regular pictures he's taken. Like, he can look one way and then look another. So he's got kind of that morphing type of face already that would, depending on the camera angle and the lighting, he looks different.
Here's a photo that I a tweet that I posted December 5th. I said, definitely not the same person. The person on the left seems to be slightly heavier set, and with the white on the hands are red with some white marking. Some have said, Tim, it's just the camera. They're two different cameras. Agreed. I absolutely know how that could affect things. But people are trying to argue it's the same jacket. It's literally not the same jacket. You can tell the hood is stitched differently. It's a different backpack. The guy on the right, apparently Luigi.
Yeah, see, when I saw this picture right here, and the middle one, that looks like a chick to me. That looks like a chick, right?
Mangione has a black backpack. The guy on the left has a gray backpack. But I could be wrong. It could have been as simple as he brought multiple sets of clothing with him. We honestly don't know. So we will see. But let me break down a bit.
I don't know where those photos came from either. So, but somehow these are all three the same person. Like I want to go pull these up for myself. So we're probably going to do that here in a second. But let's just keep that in mind. I want to take a look at his hands too. There's similar hands. I don't care. It's cold as shit outside. Yeah, you're going to have white knuckles, man. Stop with the whiteness. This looks similar. I can't tell from this angle though. There seems to be some lighting, coloring things going on here. String, no string. This one in the middle, I think is BS. This looks like a woman to me. That's when I saw it, I was like, why are these pictures together?
Multiple sets of clothing with him. We honestly don't know. So we will see. But let me break down a bit of the argument that is being made in this viral post as to why.
That's what I'm saying. When people get out here and start fucking around during these investigations, like when things first come out and they want to get like engagement farm and they want to get attention, they start muddying the waters up just for their own selfishness. And that's what it sucks about this time that we live in right now. People are literally like, maybe we can find some interest. Maybe we can help find this killer. Maybe we, we can learn things, right? But, then you have Joey Dumbass who has no life, who's out there just screwing shit up, right? Just trying to muddy the waters. And that takes off. Not the base takes, the idiot takes, right? And that's the frustrating thing for someone like me. Who's a certified root cause analyst, right? Who's made a career out of doing these things outside of YouTube and all this other all this politics and figuring out how the world, what the hell's going on in this world stuff that I do. I mean, literally in my job, this is a family trait here. Root cause analysis is a family trait. It's the engineering mindset that has preceded my family for generations, right? I was literally born to do this, like do these kind of things. And my expression of this trait is what you see. So, I don't know. It just gets to me that people like are they'll go for the bullshit as professional. They'll go for the real analysis. It's just hilarious. All right, let's keep going here. This is the post that has this guy's why he thinks it's a psyop. Okay, well, we're gonna destroy this. Let's go.
Could be a psyop.
Psyop.
Now I don't know why would I got to be honest. 600,000 views.
Weapons,
I don't know what's the point of entertaining the idea that this is a psyop. Like seriously,
right? I mean, come on, look at this guy. I haven't slept. Yeah, I can tell. And it's probably like on his fifth 30 milligram tablet of Adderall that day too.
You tell me. You comment below. Let's break this down. I'll read through this, but the first question I have for you is, what is the point of this psyop? You have to make tremendous assumptions about motive to do so.
Yep.
So the argument is generally that it's creating a class divide. The class divide was already there. Occupy Wall Street was 10 years ago. Whatever. The core ideologies of this
class divide did not start with Occupy Wall Street, Tim, even though your career did.
Class divide never went away. So you want the left and the right to be at each other's throats or whatever. They still are. And what's, I don't quite understand. To create a leftist boogeyman that the right can rally against. So here's one I could give you that's probably plausible. The first thing I'd say is what makes the most sense. The left is violent. They are swatting MTG. A woman has died because
Stop. This to me muddies the waters too. Why are you bringing that shit up? Like, what does this have? Hold on. What did I miss here? Let me just give him another chance.
Oh, here's one I could give
class
you.
Divide. Is that what you're talking about?
The first thing I'd say is what makes the most sense. The left is violent.
Is this probably a class divide? I mean, I don't understand where he's going with this. Why do you put this in there? I'm gonna let him get over this BS line of thought. I mean, he's gonna say things that are right, but it doesn't have any point here, right? And class divide, the left is violent. Yes, they've been violent. And by claiming not to be, that's their whole shtick. Is weather underground, go back in time, you'll figure out where it came from. Zelensky, it's all there. And then, but yeah, we know this. But how does this apply to what we're talking about?
They are swatting MTG. A woman has died because of this, and a crazy young guy who was radicalized by far leftists killed a CEO. That's
what. This is your logic. There's no indication that he's a far left guy, radical. I mean, you think that I'm going to go take out the CEO of this particular company. That'll be a statement. Like, I mean, how did he single out this dude? Like, you totally missed this entire analysis point, right? As you've jumped over critical details to say, oh, well, he's a radicalized leftist, and that's why he's doing this thing, right? Maybe he is a radicalized leftist, but why does he pinpoint this exact person in this exact company? I mean, dude, this is a hit. He knew where he was going to be. He found him. He set the whole thing up. He planned it. This isn't like just, okay, I'm going to go make a statement. I mean, if you're the way he's talking, he should have bombed the building. He should have gone and just done a mass spread on the whole company. Like, why pick the CEO? Why do it in this fashion, this way? This is personal. Like, I mean, it didn't have anything to do with your radicalization or your politics. Maybe like I said, I don't think that this has anything to do. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think it has anything to do with politics or radicalization or any type of outside influence. I think this guy was very well planned it out. It was very personal, and any kind of inferences to outside of that is taken away from you actually understanding what the real truth of the matter is. And there's nothing about this that points to it being some kind of political statement. That, you know what? The establishment never lets a crisis go to waste, and neither do conspiracy grifters, yet they produce mind control victims equally. That was me. I said that, right? And that's the truth, right? They never let a crisis go to waste. So they're going to jump on it and be like, yeah, power to the people, man, taking out the CEOs, the billionaires, and they don't pay a fair share, blah, blah, right? And then the grifters are going to come in there and be like, yeah, it's CIA, government, such, you know, it's an inside job with the weather weapons and the old MK Ultra. Yeah, they'll throw that in there too. You know, it's like, throw it all in there. I've heard it all, right? So now each side is running in there to take advantage of the crisis here that's going on. The crisis really is in the middle of this man's back, probably, and some kind of personal vendetta against this company, and to which he will take it out on the CEO, as he logically sees the CEO as the leader of this particular company that did him wrong, right? Because he has nothing left to lose anymore, because he's a 26-year-old with a bad back who hates getting out of bed in the morning.
Seems to be the simple solution. I don't know why we would try to make assumptions beyond that.
It doesn't seem to be that way. You're just sloppy, dude. You're being slop right now.
I'm fine with doubting the official narratives because they may not be giving us the full picture. Law enforcement doesn't always do that. And as it comes, as it pertains to the federal government, they keep things classified. But the argument is that they're trying to keep the left and the right divided.
That's the argument.
Allows them to control people and all that stuff. And
they need to have a 26-year-old spun up to go put a hit on a CEO who's already had his job replaced by somebody else. Like somebody else has already taken his job, right? To divide people. That is some shortcut thinking right there. That is some like low IQ, low information thinking, to think that they're going to divide people over this hit. I mean, who thinks that, dude? This is what I'm saying. This is why I hate conspiracy grifters, man. Because they do this to people. They make people believe this shit. You know? And I'm trying to hold a crowd here, and they probably like, just on this topic alone. And if I was up here going, yeah, it was a total psyop, dude, and it's to divide the people and stuff, I'd probably have freaking 1,000 people in here, right? I don't know. It seems like this is the danger. That's why I think that it's like, we got a generational fix. It's like there's just as many people that are outside the establishment that are lost to disinformation as people that are inside the establishment. This is why. I mean, to honestly believe that they would go through this amount of trouble to divide people. Remember the Boston, remember the freaking Baltimore Bridge? Remember that? Remember when we went through that conspiracy grift and we destroyed it with real analysis? You remember? It's because it's going to be this one bridge. It's going to take down the whole economy, right? That was the excuse at the time. That's why they did it. Because they're going to attack our infrastructure to hurt us and affect our supply chain. And that's the reason why our motto here is, I'd rather know the truth than be right. Because these people would rather be right than know the truth. And that's the sad part about it. And they don't even see it. They'll call themselves truthers. And that's probably the worst thing you can call yourself. That just means you don't really want the truth. Like, I'm a truther. You're not a truther. Most truthers are far from the truth. And that's the sad part about it. It's be an root cause analyst, man. How about that? Try that one on. That means you have to keep questioning to the void. You don't get to just stop and make up your mind about shit. Even as I pull out what I think I'm seeing here, right? It's still just on the table. I'm not gonna sit here at the end of it and tell you exactly what happened, right? What we're gonna do is whittle away all the things that didn't happen and aren't likely. And I'm gonna disagree with him and agree with him on different points about this.
And I'm like, I kind of just think the left does these things, and we don't need to manufacture a leftist boogeyman when AOC is calling Daniel Penny.
All right, stop. Like, again, hey, Memento Mori, what's up, my friend? How you doing? With his ridiculous face, and his name is Luigi Mangione, which sounds made up. I don't know if oh, come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on. That's his real name. He's got a real family. They've been traced. It's not made up. They're real people. They've traced his family. His family's well known in the area. People know who he is. He went to school with people. I knew his name from school. Like, you get it. That's why I understand. Hey, what's up? I understand the distrust of the establishment narrative, but come on, man. Seriously, are you fucking with me? You got to be fucking with me. That's it. There's go look up Luigi Mangione in the on the internet and see how many names, or go to some kind of finder website, right, and see how many Luigi Mangiones you can look up in the world. I bet you there's a ton of them. I know it's a made up name for some guys like me and you, right? And then he looks cartoonish. Do you think he's a clone? It could be a clone. They could have cloned him out of a tank. It's like Cool World or like one of those cartoon movies where they bring people to life. Roger Rabbit, right? I was watching your stream when I saw this one, Shelly. I for sure will rewatch. Sorry, I had a day. Okay. Yeah, dude, it's like, no, he's a real guy. The guy's driver's license. It says that on his driver's license. It's a real dude. People knew him. People from that went to school with him knew him. There's pictures of him with people. Again, to believe that he's not a real person and has a made up name, you have to believe that the entire reason for doing this individualized hit on this one guy, right, in broad daylight and getting caught in the most sloppiest of ways, right, is all to divide people. We're already divided. We don't need help. God damn it, we don't need help. He's an avatar. Yeah, I like to see someone had a description of me on there. Well, he had two blue eyes, no nose, no mouth, a green chin, a green mouth, a little green mouth. He was wearing a headband. I think it says "Win" on it. He's got dreads. He wears a leather jacket. Yeah, that's him. They go around. They just showed him a picture of Winning Reality right here, and it was like, we're looking for this guy. Oh jeez. Yeah, we're breaking this down, Memento, man. Stay base with us and we'll get to the bottom of this. But yeah, I mean, look at this guy who hasn't slept, right? I stayed up all night to do this. And what's his name? Enter Intellectus? I doubt it. Be born Luigi Nicholas Mangione. Be born in 1989 Maryland. Family is loaded. Grandfather built golf resorts and luxury clubs. Sounds like a real class divide to me. Scott, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Okay, he's anti-capitalist. A lot of people in college are, and he's like, I could imagine that, him being in the mainstream of things, and his at his age, very indoctrinated into the cultural Marxist aspect of the world. He's, I don't know how he looks. He looks goonish. A lot of chicks dig him. So, and to go there, I guess the chicks are digging him. Looks like he works out a lot, at least for that one picture before he broke his back, which is probably what this is all about. Anyways, so that's whole mix of things in there. I guess it gives us something to talk about, right? I guess in a way that I'm griffed into here and just talking about this fucking ridiculous story, right? But I'm just trying to say that, there's so much disinformation out there. That's what I talk about. I talk about disinformation. I talk about, the narratives, how they're formed, how they affect the mind, how to do root cause analysis, how to get past them, how to not jump the shark. That's my thing. So I offer that service to you, my friends. And that's what I do. So I guess the way that old Victorio over here, Vittorio, the intellectualist, spews a bunch of bullshit out of his ass when he hasn't slept, to make it make sense to him, to make his narrative work. It's the same thing I do just to, naturally as a, generational engineer mind son, that has made a career off of root cause analysis. So there you go. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Grew up in Townsend. Goes to elite private school, Gilliam. Ugh, $40K a year tuition, but worth every penny. Valedictorian. Why would you write something like that? 2016. Yeah, he's 2016. He's definitely been indoctrinated deeply into the cultural Marxist aspect of the world. Yeah. Ivy League material. Goes to UPenn. I'm like, are you serious? This guy wrote this and then probably reread it and then posted it and yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, people are gonna dig it. And here he is getting Tim Pool's blowing his goddamn X profile up. study computer science and math, minors in philosophy. Red flag, question mark? Seriously, dude? Oh, I want to bang my head on this mic. Co-founds a game dev club, works on AI competitions. Highlight, what's this? Highlight 3? What is that? Highlight 3? Some game? Perfect Chad, handsome, athletic, ambitious. You jealous, Vito? You jealous, Vito? Huh? You wish you were him, Vito? Graduates in 2020 with a BSMS combo. Dream life unlocked. This guy's an idiot, man. This guy's an idiot, and you platformed him, Timmy. Lands data engineering job at TrueCar, moves to San Francisco. Yeah, this guy is a fucking genius, man. Vito, you're a genius, dude. You cracked the code. You've got it. You're on it. Everybody listen to Vito. 2021 cracks start forming. Gets into surfing accident while on vacation in Hawaii. Big waves in Hawaii, bro. Big waves in Hawaii. Like, he's trying to surf out in Hawaii and he wasn't used to it. He probably did break his back, man. He's trying to, I'm going to surf. I'm Joey in shape, dude. I'm going to go surf the big waves in Hawaii. Dude, you better be damn good or grow up surfing in Hawaii to get out there on those waves in Hawaii. I'm serious, man. I grew up in a surf town, right? Chest high, knee breakers, whatever. And overhead, rarely. You go to Hawaii, that shit's sick, man. That's like that is go watch the movie Endless Summer. Go watch Endless Summer if you want to see what real waves look like. If you were surfing those kind of waves where you got to get helicoptered out past the break, get out of here. Right? I mean, yeah, you come down wrong, you're done. You're done. People die on surfing waves in Hawaii all the time. Chronic lower back pain, CLBP, becomes his entire persona. Yes, it does. Finally, Vito's onto something that makes some freaking sense. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's like if you're a parent, right? You know, from being a parent, that people that aren't parents that don't understand what it's like to be a parent, because you don't know what it's like to be a parent until you've been a parent. Well, if you haven't lived with someone that has a serious back injury and back pain on a day in and day out basis, then you don't know what it's like to be around or even be close to inside the mind of someone who has this condition. It's different. It changes you. It makes things different. You know? Yeah, they're gonna come after the ghost guns. Yeah, they already saw that little narrative. That was out there on Grounded News as well. I think right below this article. Ghost guns. They're gonna pivot to the freaking ghost guns now. Go ghost guns. Ghost guns. Most people wouldn't even bother to put up a gun. Just go buy it. See, can't work out, can't sit, can't live a normal Chad, like a normal Chad anymore. Vito is a jealous bitch, or Vito is like in love with the guy. Like, I don't know, but this language here is very, very telling there, Vito. Vito Rorero. Vito loves his body. He dreams of his body. Goes through the healthcare system, hellscape. Insurance denies surgery. Did that what happen? Because if that's what happened, that's where you need to stop there, brother. All this other shit, I don't know what he's getting at. None of this shit that he talked about. I don't know. Is he leading up to like he was perfect? He had his perfect storybook life, and then cracks start to form. His whole fucking life changed after that surfing accident. And then cracks forming, broken formed is what happened.
Dangerous, and they tried to lock him up.
You know, Tim talking. Tim's still babbling about the left and right. Why? Ground target.
So here's the post. It says, "I haven't slept." B. Luigi Nicholas Mangione, born 1999 in Maryland. Family is loaded. Doesn't mention Ivy League. Works in a dev club. Graduates in 2020 with a BSMS combo. Dream life. Data engineer. 2021 gets into a surfing accident. Hits low back.
Tim doesn't like think that any of the stuff that he's writing is a red flag, or either for his source here. No, this is perfectly logical. Let's see. Hellscape spins on specialist treatments fail. Pain keeps getting worse. Resentment grows. Starts ranting about parasitic healthcare execs. Now Vito's starting to make some sense here. From here down, he's starting to make some sense. Gets wildly into niche books. rocked out winning the back pain industry, back mechanics. So you're laying it out. What is Tim talking about? What's Tim talking about? Post online about banning porn, toxic masculinity, it's under attack. Dude, look, stop right here. Just stop right here. Ken Kaczynski's Industrial Society and its Future, 4 stars on Goodreads. So what are they trying to say? This guy had a back injury. He hated the healthcare industry, and then the leftist programming took over. I think right here, insurance denies surgery. If that's true, I don't know where old Vito Rano, whatever his name is, Vito Torre, where he got his information from. But if that checks out, that would be a good enough reason for it right there. Especially if he went through and tried to do it himself, because it didn't work. It doesn't work. You got to have the surgery. You can take all either that or you got to become a pill addict. It reads like it's written by a green text memer. Yeah, green text memer. You got to have the surgery to fix that shit, man. You literally do, man. It's like you can't outdo broken vertebrae and compressed vertebrae. You've got to have surgeries. That's the only way it fixes. Sorry. You can numb it out. Like I said, you can numb it out. You can build the muscles up around it so it doesn't go out of place as much, but it's going to go out of place, and you're going to age out of that too. And if you take Oxycontins or Loratabs or whatever the fuck they give you, Percocets, right? You got to take more and more and more and more. That should change your mind too. It changes your reality too. It becomes part of your life. It becomes part of you, right? So now you're an addict. Now you're an addict who suffers from pain every day, who can't get back to where they were when they were at their best, and they miss that person. And they don't feel like, well, shit, man, my life's screwed now. And just like the person who got in the car accident, right? Just like the person who got in the work accident, that surfing accident becomes the main theme of his life from now on. So in this area right here, even though I don't like some of the language in here and the way he posts and writes things, he is building the case for someone who is like, screw it.
Pain, can't work out. Goes to the healthcare system hellscape. Spends money on specialists and treatments fail. Starts writing about parasite healthcare executives. Get into niche books. Crooked, outwitting the back pain industry. Back Mechanic by Stuart McGill.
Tweets get spicier, but no one pays much attention. Yep, you were up all night writing this.
The Unabomber's Manifesto. Post online about banning porn. Follows Arrowhead, explores psychedelics for self-healing. 2022 goes on ayahuasca retreat. Desperate for relief, looking for answers beyond medicine. Finds God, fights demons.
Hold on. Goes on to Oscar. Where does he know all this shit from? Who is this guy? How do you get into all this stuff all like that? By 2020, you know that he found God. Claims to saw God. It's just like, where did he get this stuff from? Tim didn't build this guy up very well. He's saying a lot of things here. But I mean, I guess if you're out on X and you just start reading this, you might believe him. I'm like, okay, where'd you get it from? Where did you find this out? Show me your sources. I mean, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll read through the rest of your posts. I know that's what you want me to do, but what the hell? Where did you get this from? ID. Here's one thing. 3D printed ghost guns won't work properly unless they have an iron or steel barrel. Otherwise, ammo will / could cause the barrel to explode. That sounds right to me. Yep, I had surgery on my back to fix it. Yeah, see, Scott knows. Scott's been through it, man. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? He's been through it. Man. And I spent 7 years with a girl who got in a car accident when she was 16. And I met her when we were in our mid to late 20s. I know what a person with a back injury goes through. And I know how they live. I know how they think. And I've seen the lows it could take them to, and I see what they try to do to avoid the lows, including anywhere from self-help to numbing out. Both those roads. Seen it, and I see how they give up on life too. This woman unfortunately passed away at 40, and it was I don't know if it was this mistreatment of herself. Or how she got leukemia. I guess some people just get it, but she didn't survive it. But I know she was not scared to try or do anything. So, yeah. And then I also know what it was like when that back went out. I also know what it's like to watch someone do back exercises every night. So I understand, man. I was there. It taught me to have empathy for and understanding for people who went through it. Because at first I was like, you could tough it out, and then I was like, holy shit, I really started to understand after a couple of years in the devastation of a back injury and what it does to people. And I've never, I never thought anything less of that sense. Like, you know, people who suffer from back injuries are living in a different world. I feel empathy for them. And I understand. And though I can't truly understand their condition, I feel like I've lived some of it, and so I'm with you there, back injury people, and I pray for you. All right, so describes. I'm gonna read it. Tim's just gonna skim through it because you think this. You know, I'm interested in these details. Desperate for relief, looking for answers beyond medicine. Claims he saw God during the trip, but also fought off shadowy entities. Okay, that's like everybody's experience on ayahuasca. Describes as 6D demons. 6D. That's a drug response right there because there's you can't 6D. Do you know what 6D means? 6th dimensional. Do you know what the 6th dimension is? It's a 3rd dimension times 2. Trying to implant ideas into his mind. That's the drugs. Later okay, so you're out there, you have a back injury, you've been through shit, you got a lot of repressed emotion. You're taking probably painkillers to even make it to wherever they're doing ayahuasca. I don't know. And then that condition, that diminished mental state, the ayahuasca was going to prey on that and pull all that stuff out because all the inhibitors are gone. And yeah, so trying to implant ideas in his mind. Later tweets cryptic things like, not all pain is physical. Yeah, because that's the primary focus of your life. It is emotional pain. They feed on fear, but they can push them back. You can push them back if you see their shape. That's a very druggy response, isn't it? That's a very druggy response. You can see their shape, man. Yeah, you can push them back by seeing their shape. Boy, that's out there. That's some out there talking. Healthcare is the only a part of the cage. Oh, the healthcare cage. Healthcare is a human right. Friends think he's having a spiritual awakening, but vibes get darker. Deletes most of his old tweets, only posts sporadically after this. By 2023, he's fully withdrawn, but something about him seems different. What? What seems different? He's fully withdrawn, and he's talking about pushing spirits back with their shapes, and can't surf anymore, can't do anything anymore because his back's broken. Doesn't talk about the demons anymore. Like the memory was scrubbed. Oh my God. Dun, 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 dun. The memory was scrubbed. Dun, 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 dun. People who won't do surgery to fix their back, it's a forever increasing suffering until they seek medical attention. Yeah, it really is. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you can, when you're young, you can exercise it and numb it. That's it. You have to get it fixed. So if this guy was denied surgery for some reason or couldn't afford it, I doubt he couldn't afford it. Denied it. They said, no, we can't do it. Too risky, whatever. He's like, I'm screwed. I've heard those words before too, come out of the mouths of people with back injuries. I'm screwed. Totally screwed. That's the way they feel. They feel screwed. They do. All right.
Ayahuasca retreat, desperate for relief, looking for answers beyond medicine, finds God, fights demons, blah, blah, blah. Deletes most of his old tweets. It goes on. 2023 broke.
2023 leaves True Car, moves to Hawaii permanently. Broke, depressed, living off savings, spiraling quietly. Becomes a ghost online. Oh God, so weird. He's like, what? He's a ghost online? Posts less? What's wrong with this guy? Why aren't you posting more? Why aren't you something online? You're the ghost? Something's wrong with that guy. Deletes a lot of old tweets. Maybe he just got sick of dealing with people bullshit. But what's left feels curated. Too on brand. Weird foreshadowing. Ooh, feels curated. Too on brand. So this is where this guy starts to make sense, and then he jumps to bullshit. Like he was on it, but he needed it to be more. So he kept on going. And instead of being like, yeah, this guy broke his back, he couldn't get surgery, and now he's pissed. Watch.
Depressed, living off.
We get to read the real manifesto. There's some fake manifestos out there. Fake manifestos. Benny Johnson had x-ray pictures of his back, mini screws, and a few plates. So he did have surgery. So he did, or is Benny just going off of some bullshit he pulled off the internet? Benny's not 100%, dude. Benny makes mistakes all the time. He's caught with. He's kind of like Tim. He'll run out there with something really fast to get content because he does so many shows a day. That's the condition of the ever content creator, is they're going to make a lot of mistakes and they're really going to have time to walk them back. And if they probably don't feel the need to walk them back a lot of times, they'll tell you that they do it, but a lot of times they don't do it. So I question that, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'll have to ask him, did he get where he found the pictures? If he pulls up Vito's page, I might have a problem with it. And a lot of these guys, dude, honestly, a lot of these creators do just what I'm doing right here. And you see them, they go to X to get information. So they're relying on they're doing media analysis. I'm doing analysis of their analysis, right? So they're basically collecting the stuff for me, and then I go back through and I analyze what they're doing with my experience and my knowledge, right? But they're going out and they're gathering it from other people. Like, where's the primary news sources on this? Where the Tim Pool is not calling up these people and getting this information. He's relying on Vito here, right? So he's analyzing Vito's take, and I'm analyzing Vito's take and Tim's take at the same time, right? So we all feel like who's got the better take on it, right? That's what you guys got to figure out. Like, where do you want to go to get the final take on things? Someone who's going to jump the shark and be stayed in their little narrative, their little box, or someone who is going to implement root cause analysis techniques and media analysis techniques, trained up, decades of experience, and put that to use every time they kind of look at something, right? Someone who'd rather know the truth than be right. Like, I'm fine with this. Prove to me it's a CIA inside job of weather weapons and Bigfoot riding the Loch Ness monster across flat Earth. I mean, it probably is. But don't forget that that the Bigfoot is under MK Ultra, right? Okay, so here we go. He's depressed, living off. Where does Vito get this information? December 4th, 2024. Is it just his social media post? I don't know. Here we go. According to Megyn Kelly, T-Rex's secret crush, not so secret, there are pictures of his back after a fusion out there from his Twitter, but you can't 100% verify real. I dig that. Send me that. Send me anything, you guys, as you're bringing it to me. Send it to me. I'll look at it. If you can't get it to me, get it to Shelly. My Discord is open, and if you post it in here, hold on. You post it in here and you have a wrench, I can grab it out of the feed here. And let's see, people, yeah. So he did get the surgery. So already Vito his credibility's gone downhill. He wasn't denied. So now we know Vito is guessing. So how many other things is Vito guessing about here? And what's the date on this post? Why is Tim using it? Tim's supposed to be credible. Right? Why are you pulling out Vito's post? Let's finish this up. United Healthcare CAO Brian Thompson assassinated. Shot outside Hilton. Okay, so just basic information here. Hilton Midtown Hotel in broad daylight. December 9th, Luigi arrested at McDonald's in Altoona, found with 3D printed ghost gun. Why would you have serial numbers on a ghost gun, dumbass? Spooky tech vibes. Shut the God. Silencer, fake IDs, plural. Why? Handwritten manifesto blaming healthcare execs for killing Americans. Boom. I mean, come on, dude. He's got a vendetta against these companies.
Savings spiraling quietly. Becomes a ghost online, posts less. What's left feels curated and too on brand. And then the CEO's assassinated. Luigi arrested at McDonald's in Pennsylvania with 3D printed ghost guns, 0 serial numbers, spooky tech 5, silencer, fake IDs, plural. Why? Handwritten manifesto. And he says,
and this is where it gets weird. This is where it gets weird. BB, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. How's your December going, brother? How's your December go? I hope it's going well. I hope you and yours are doing awesome out there tonight. We're just ragging on this whole Luigi Mangione PSYOP claim stuff and putting together the pieces here a little bit. And then we're going to get on to this. I'm going to go over some of these drone footage stuff. I got some bits and pieces for that right now as I'm putting together a bigger piece on it. This is taking us a little bit of time to get through because I seem to have a lot of comments about it. Anyways, this is where it gets weird, evidently. And by the way, this post is questionable at best, and Tim's take is Tim's take. So I'm just doing my take over top of his, and this very strange post that he seems to want to refer to for some reason. Call CEOs parasites, powerful abusers. Here's where it gets weird. The manifesto does. Apologizes for any trauma caused, but says this had to happen. Okay, so this had to happen. It seems like he might have written this manifesto here with us within the last several days. Specifically names United Healthcare as the enemy of the people. Well, it's the largest healthcare provider in the country, so that might be part of it. But it reads like something out of a Hollywood movie, or is that just the way that you see it, Vito? Too polished, too coherent for a supposed back pain riddled maniac. But you just said he was a valedictorian and had a high IQ. I mean, what? You don't think he has moments of clarity between his back pain? You don't think that people with back pain can put together a polished, coherent manifesto, Vito? No spelling errors, perfect grammar. He sounds like a valedictorian. Emotional yet calculated, sus. This is where people like this. Oh God, why are you reading this, Temple? Timeline doesn't add up. Luigi's last known address was in Hawaii, so why is he doing in there? Maybe he's gone there to find the guy he's trying to assassinate, dude. How do you suddenly turn up in New York City? Well, you think it was an accident? He just ran into the guy. He goes, "Oh, you're the CEO for United Healthcare. I happen to have a ghost gun on me." Well, this guy is an idiot, man. Why are you using the source? Uses a fake ID to check into a hostel near the crime scene. How convenient. How convenient. It's almost like he planned it. Goes from Hawaii to New York City to Pennsylvania. What a weird flight pattern. Who does that? Nobody. In just a matter of days. It's like he has some kind of travel plans. That's very sus. It's very sus indeed. Listen to that wolf. Gets caught at McDonald's after a nationwide manhunt. Really? Really? God, this dude's killing me. Oh, man. Both things can be true. He can have a vendetta against the healthcare insurance company and have some kind of Marxist anti-capital motivation. Yeah, they both can be true. I think that he definitely has some Marxist programming. I don't know that he's doing it for the cause, though. We'll see. The whole thing is like an orgy in evidence that's all over the place. Yeah, according to Vito made up half this shit on his own, I think. I'm pretty sure he did. Nationwide. This guy.
Manifesto is where it gets weird. Call CEOs parasites and powerful abusers. Apologize.
Tim, how you doing with this with a straight face? I can barely make it through this.
Because it had to happen, specifically in United Healthcare, the enemy, blah, blah, blah. Timeline doesn't add.
Ghost gun raises red flags. Why would a guy like Luigi, Ivy grade, tech-savvy, spotless record, print a gun? Maybe because he could? I don't know. Maybe he likes ghost guns. Why would he? But why is an Ivy grad, tech-savvy, spotless record guy? They don't do things like that. Vito's an expert in this area. Ghost guns are perfect. Deep state props. Untraceable, terrifying, buzzword worthy. Oh, this is the perfect. See, this is where he has to deviate to his bias, right? He had all the information before, and now he has to manufacture this. This is the manufacture part of the grift he's pulling here.
And up. Last known address was Hawaii. How does he suddenly turn
Okay, it feels like a setup to push a DIY domestic terrorism narrative. Or how about this? Every time one of these things turn up, the media knows to pivot to that narrative automatically, just like it. Every time there's a gun tragedy, they pivot to gun control. They've been programmed that this is the establishment media. They do have an agenda. This is the kind of guy that been like, yeah, the whole thing at San Diego was all a setup, man. It was all fake just so they could do it. No, the thing happened at Sandy Hook, and then they pivoted to the narrative. You're out of order here. It's like, yeah, they did that many times other than Sandy Hook too. Like it was a pattern that was going on.
NYC. None of this I find to be all that compelling. Right now, there are two fake manifestos circulating. One was published.
There you go. He just said two fake
2 hours
manifestos.
after his
Two fake manifestos circulating.
arrest. Maybe he wrote it and he scheduled it for release on Substack or something. Then there's another one from a website
Right, I
that
have
was
that.
briefly up and then
On
got
the
deleted.
wrong
Has been
screen, though.
archived, and everyone's trying to claim these are the real manifestos, despite not containing any of the quotes the police claimed were in the manifesto. So this is very strange. I think there's actually a much easier explanation. The guy was radicalized because leftists get radicalized. They've done things not too dissimilar. They're cheering for this. Taylor Lorenz says she feels joy, as do millions of others. The sentiment and the motivation clearly and obviously exists. We know leftists are deranged, violent individuals. Certainly, I think the guy doesn't.
How could Tim be missing the whole how could he be missing the whole back injury thing? I don't know. It's like, how can you be missing it, dude? Haven't you broken things on your skateboard? Dude? Haven't you broken some things on your skateboard, dude? Have you noticed some skater dudes that have really hurt themselves for good, broken their back or something, maybe? You know, it's changing them. I mean, you just read all this shit too. I mean, not that Vito is a reliable source. I don't know why you're blowing his goddamn X account up with this bullshit. But I mean, you're pivoting back to leftist stuff. Why? So they can divide us? The guy everybody has political beliefs, don't they? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Ouch. Ooh, that does not look good. We got some stuff here. What we know about, let's see, the Baltimore Banner. Good. Thank you for that. Ouch. So he did have back surgery. Again, Luigi is, Vito, Mr. Luigi. Let me make sure this comes up right and doesn't try to pull up. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Anything else you want from me? Okay. Scroll it on this. What we know about Luigi Mangione's back surgery injury. All right. I mean, dude, what we know about it, we're going to tell you right here. Okay. I got that next. All right. I gotta move on from this thing. It's taking me too long to get through it. It's taking me too long, guys. It's too much. It's too ripe for the taking here. I'm almost an hour and 40 minutes in, and I'm still on my first story. Well, I guess that leaves me more to talk about on Thursday, doesn't it? Well, screw it. We're having fun. What's this? I noticed that a lot of people do streams, and it's just like one topic, maybe two. Yeah. They really just, maybe people like that more. Do you guys like that more than me skipping around to 50 topics a night? I don't know. I'm always, I want your feedback. I want to know how I can improve this user experience for you. Let's see, 13 people on Rumble watching. How you guys doing over there? Oh, somebody, see, Salty Butter 3 hours ago. Thank you for following. One person dropped off, but that might have been one of those bots. You always get those bots over on Rumble. Guys, hit the thumbs up if you're watching on Rumble, please. It really helps out a lot. It really helps out a lot. I like to get out there with my top news stories. Top news and stories. Winning 2024 night here. I got to change it. I'm just going to be like, I got to, what I should do is I should change the title of the damn video now. I'll put that out there because I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. Luigi. Mangione. I'm gonna PSYOP breakdown. Oh yeah, come on in, PSYOPers. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna break it down. The PSYOP breakdown, really? Or is it? Or is it? What else can I say here? Yeah, let's bring him on in. Come on in to my little strap here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna change the title over here on Rumble. Maybe get some more viewers this way. Let's be more sensational. Maybe I could say I got all the information, or something. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just having some fun with you guys. All right. It's your show. You probably know what's best for your show. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right. I'm just winging a prayer, buddy. Winging a prayer for 2 years now. Just winging a prayer. How long have I been doing this damn shit? Let's see. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's ever streaming. It never stops. All right, so I'm gonna let this play out. I'll let Tim read the rest of it. I got too much to say.
Don't look the same on camera, and it's weird. The accounts that seem to be bots and trolls, look, if anything, that seem to be bots, violent individuals. The guy was radicalized because leftists get radicalized. They've done things not too dissimilar. They're cheering for this. Taylor Loren says she feels joy, as do millions of others. The sentiment and the motivation clearly and obviously exists. We know leftists are deranged, violent individuals. Certainly, I think the guy doesn't look the same on camera, and it's weird. The accounts that seem to be bots and trolls, look, if anything, in my opinion, would make me feel like this was a PSYOP, is the people who are telling me I'm wrong in my assessments before any information comes out seems to make no sense. The story drops, they show the photo of this guy, and I say, definitely not the same person. And my point was, the police weren't looking for a suspect, it's a person of interest. A person of interest could be an individual who interacted with the murderer. All of a sudden, I get these weird lefty bot accounts. And I say bot with air quotes, but they're clearly like, they look like sock puppets saying, haha, you're an idiot, you're wrong, and all of these things. And it's like, that's strange because everyone I've talked to in person is like, interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look the same person. I don't know. We'll see. Just like a more calm, reasonable, like, yeah, I guess maybe you're right. The main point was all of these media outlets publishing this photo
Doesn't mean isn't, right?
could have been in trouble. And it's not the first time it's happened. So it was actually reasonable of me to say, these don't look the same guys, not even wearing the same clothes. Yet these far left, pro-violence, sock puppet bot looking accounts, all of a sudden were in unison aligned. And that's always what makes me feel good. That's coordinated. I'm not saying it's the CIA or anything. Anyway, he goes on to say, it's a PSYOP. Luigi's the perfect recruit, Ivy League, media catnip, relatable to both elitists and normies. I disagree. This is all speculation.
Yeah, thank you. So why are you reading it? I mean, yeah, this guy spit up. This guy, he's reading right here, sat up all night long doing this bullshit. Now 100,000 people are getting to see his bullshit. Why are you even entertaining this bullshit? I don't get it. I mean, it's your show. You can do whatever you want to, Tim, but I'm just saying. I mean, this is why people start to get crazy ideas about stories like this and start to think that they know more than they do because they see Vito Rio or whatever his name is out there who's been up all night long, probably on 20 pills of Adderall, writing bullshit, make his bias work. I know it's got to be this. I know it's got to be this. Trump united Silicon Valley libertarians, populist unions, and VC bros. Look at this stuff. A CIA or Mossad carried out the assassination, silence, or screams pro-job. Come on, dude. Now, all you're doing is putting your mental illness on display when you say shit like that. I'm the expert. I'm Vito Torrio from X. God damn it. I know everything. That's who I am. Crown Target, what's up? Tim may be ignoring the back because sensationalism sells and likes his viewers, tell his viewers that the revolution and civil war is coming. I mean, but is that who he is? Is that who he is, man? Is that who he is? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, civil war is coming, and this is proof right here. This is definitely a CIA Mossad carried out. They probably did together, holding hands, because the silencer screams a pro-job. And now you know, and go out there and tell everybody that the fucking Bigfoot riding a goddamn like this monster across flat Earth did this shit. And we have to be aware of it in order to sit around and do nothing about it. Yeah. Okay. So there you have it. Yeah, that case off. You know, Luigi, he popped out of a video game, right? That's what happened. You think Tim's always been a grifter? You think he has? Has he always been a grifter? He's damn good at it then. I don't know if, you know, I always felt like he was just like this guy who was, I mean, he does do some grifting. I think he plays into some stuff, does some trolling. But you know, like I would be more I would point to other people as grifters. Maybe everybody's a fucking grifter, man. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't, you know, I think he tries to do a good job. You know, I think he tries to come up with intelligent ideas and stuff. I think he comes from where he comes from. He has a narrow point of view on some things. He's not fully there yet on other things. And so it comes across like grifting. And it's like, I don't know that he will ever get fully there, But there's certain things like he'll call things out and not call the root cause of it out, right? He'll call the symptom out and be like, "Ah, it's a symptom. We got to do something about that symptom." Well, symptom management doesn't cure the problem, does it? That's the thing with me and Tim. It's like I'm always like, go to the root, get to the root. I can tell you where the root is if you want to talk, but I'm the small potatoes. I am not going to benefit you, right? I'm not going to benefit you. You're not going to make money off me. And maybe that's the grifting part, Memento. Maybe that's why it holds him back. I think if I spent a weekend talking with Tim, I could put him on the next level. But I think that I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic. But like why have this platform, this beautiful platform with all these people listening to you if you can't make good use out of it? If I had 1.5 million subscribers and I had tens of hundreds of thousands of people coming to my stream, throwing money at me and doing all shit, man, we would be rolling on solution culture, man. We would be rolling down the road, And if I had any vision for that, that's what it would be. Like I wouldn't waste time with bullshit. I'd be like, let's get the freaking shit done. Let's get it done. Let's start moving towards something. He's like, I'm part of the culture war. I'm going to create new culture, and that's what I'm going to do. Your band's it's okay. Your songs are all right. All right. They're not going to change the fucking world, man. Your coffee brand and your skateboard parks. This is shit that you want for yourself. Come on, stop it. Stop it. This isn't stuff that, I'm going to reach the kids, but skateboarding and kids can't even go outside because there's freaking all this bullshit going on these days. Gangs and criminals running around and freaking pedophiles and all this other shit, man. I mean, I was talking with Shelly about this last night. Kids aren't even living normal lives these days. Like according to what we were growing up in, they live differently. And and sometimes I feel guilty about the way that the world is right now, especially for the kids. That's why I want to change it. So people with no skin in the game don't give a fuck. A lot of them don't, right? They don't care because they're not witnessing it. Like they're sitting around going, "Oh, great. I'm grifting. My channel is growing, and I pump out drama, and I have a special club of, I'm a back in high school. I'm an elitist high schooler again." And it's like they don't care that they're just pulling people away from like actual information or that they're misleading them. They don't care, because they don't have any skin in the game. They don't realize what's happening around us. Oh, it doesn't matter. Someone will take care of it for me. It doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, why? Because you won't join up. We'll get it done a lot faster if everybody was in, but you don't think that you have to worry about it because it's all about you. Oh, my channel is all about just being about me, right? It's like, no, I guess that'd make it easier. I just don't know how to live that way. But that's the whole thing, right? The grift is the grift. That's what the grift is. There's tons of people doing it out there. You think Nick Rekieta is trying to make a world a better place? Like, no. I think any of those YouTubers are trying to make a world better. I'd say there's like there's a couple people I think are really that are like that, but I think most of them aren't. They do some interesting things. I'm not saying there's entertainment value in that. But I don't think that. I think most of them, I think there's a good handful of them are just doing it for themselves, right? And they're like, "That's great. That's great with me." That's fine. There's a place in this world for everybody. But how many people get distracted by that instead of like trying to learn about things and then accept some dumbass like Vito Torori's take on the goddamn X on this whole thing, right? What does that do for unity? I think Vito Torori here in his post is doing more divisive things than this guy's assassination of the CEO ever did. I think he's being more divisive than his imaginary CIA inside job, PSYOP, Bigfoot riding Loch Ness Monster across flat Earth because of MK Ultra and weather weapons, bullshit take. I think he's doing more harm than good. And he thinks he's out there fighting the good fight. And that's the sad thing about this world right now. So there are people out there that think that they're big old truthers and they got all the information, right? And then if they really sat and listened to what they were saying or where they got the information from and said, "You know what? I got my information from a guy who's full of shit. So I might be full of shit too. Holy crap." They thought that for 1 second. It may change them. It may change where they're going from. Glaring that issue, Tim doesn't know. I did a whole stream on it. Tim doesn't know what a fucking civil war looks like. That's Tim's problem. Like, I don't hate Tim. I like Tim. I'm not trying to give Tim a hard time. Tim has and will continue to be wrong because his ego is out of control. Is that what it is, or is he just boxed into his own little world? Grift until you get the audience, then give him the old bait and switch. Enya, man, maybe you need to like be my manager or something, man, to help me understand how to do that. 'Cause I don't have the brain power to understand how to grift. What should I do? Give me some advice. Like, I don't honestly, because I'm cool with that. Let's grift. Don't you? Where are you going? Stop. Um. I needed the advice. I needed the advice. What? Should I start grifting? Guys, I'm gonna should I grift until I get the audience and then bait and switch and start like, I mean, honestly, that's a good idea. Like, although his logic is flawed too. Yeah, it's he hasn't learned everything yet. I started watching Tim Pool when he was but before he was even a Trump guy, and I was like, this guy's heading. He was like, was he covering? No, that was H.A. Goodman covering WikiLeaks. He was covering something, and I was like, this guy's on his way. Like, I've had a good record of being able to identify people that were on the way. Viva Fry, I watched him before. Look where he is now. I was like, this guy's on his way. I was like, Tim was on his way to becoming a Trump supporter, becoming an anti-establishment, and he's got a big platform. He's got a good thing. His news was doing awesome, before he got, Ian the weirdo on his IRL, and it totally ruined it. But Ian, who can't play the guitar to save his life, but I said he's on his way because he's searching for the truth. He's defending the truth, and that's the way kind of H.A. Goodman did. He didn't take off as much, but he had a big audience. Number one Bernie backer supporter. All this guys. These all Bernie lefties out, Occupy people. I was like, oh, they're coming around. They're coming around because they wanted the truth. And maybe that got away from him. Once you get to a certain level, you get so busy and bogged down. And believe me, the fires he puts out on a daily basis. I used to run with rock stars, man. I mean, it's like the fires you got to put out on a daily basis just from being famous or just from being successful is like you wouldn't believe. Like it's over the top. It never stops. That's why I kind of joke about it when I say Everstream, it never stops. It's like that's what it is. It never stops. I got from the music industry. It just never stops. Right? It never stops. The phone's ringing. This guy, that this guy wants this guy, do this, do that. Man, and then you get involved in a project, it's 10 times worse. I ran with people who did the Horde tour. You guys, anybody remember the Horde tour? I ran with people who put that on. Freaking talk about mayhem. I've heard stories galore about that shit. Okay, Enya, hit me with the grift, man. I know way too much about pop culture. You're gonna tell me how can I do the grift and switch? I'm trying to be straight up with people and they don't want it. Let's see. Winning doesn't know how to be disingenuous. It's not who he is. He gripped once and beat himself up for a year. That's true. It is true. Just be who you are. The best people do that. Oh, yeah, I'm trying. That's inevitably, that's what I always come back to too, Scott. That's what I come back to. That has ended up being going with what I'm doing. It gets tough though. It gets tough. I want to do more. I want to do more for the people who come here. I want to offer you more. I want you to feel like you're in the right place, and at least the small crowd, I get to hear each and every one of you. Once you get up to a certain level, it's hard to get everybody in. Another thing I'll offer you is that right now. That's something I can offer you right now. But I don't know. Things in the next year, I always make improvements. I always make minor improvements every show, every year. Things next year will go to the next level. And if the next level works, that's great. If the next level doesn't work, I'll assess it again and decide whether it's worth the time to keep doing it or not. But I need another year. We have to have another year because we just got this massive accomplishment completed and getting Trump reelected and being part of that. And we have to see it through. We have to see what all the great things are going to happen in the first year. And of course, you never know. Freaking alien invasion, drone swarms, and freaking everything else that could happen between now and then would be fun too, right? I mean, we got to have a lot of fun. I have to change up some shows and whatnot. I don't know. Maybe get a cast of characters to join me. Should I go grift off a big channel? Should I become a fanboy of a big channel and grift off that? Nah, probably not. I mean, we made friends with Gary Franchi. That was cool. That was good this year. I mean, I've finally got to meet Gary. I've been watching him for a decade or more. Connected with the Ron Paul guy. I got his number. I can reach out to him if I need to. You know, you never know. There might be something going on there. I still want to talk to J. Michael Waller. Okay, I'm squirreling. Let's go back to this thing. Let's go.
By the time the CEO's murder is fully under their control, the demons broke him or the deep state leveraged him.
I can't. I gotta stop this. I can't make it through this. I can't make it through it. Every time he says something, I'm like, no. Oh my God.
Luigi didn't do it. CIA or Mossad carried the assassination. The silencer screams.
You guys listen to it.
It screams somebody who watched the movie. Like,
right. I mean, there you go. Thank you, Tim. This is where Tim comes back around. Right. He's coming back around.
Dude, like
you're starting to see the ridiculousness of this. And I have a feeling he didn't read this before he did the show. Now he's like, kind of like me. I'm like, okay, we'll just analyze it as we go, right? And you end up doing a 2-hour stream about it.
I don't believe it. Why the PSYOP now? Because right versus left was collapsing. No, it isn't. Trump united Silicon Valley libertarians, populist unions, and VC bro.
No, that could mean different things to different people, couldn't it? Deep state needs a new cultural fracture to maintain control. Dude, I just want to bang my head. I mean, I keep trying to bang my head against the mic. I really do.
Bros. The View right now is having an argument over whether or not to panic and not enjoy Christmas. The left versus right isn't going anywhere. It's just that there's a slight majority of people who realize Trump was the better option. The leftists are still trying to figure something out. That being said, the Democratic Party is fractured. But who disagrees about the healthcare system? Look, you need...
He's going to make a great point here.
The left-right PSYOP, but the left and the right hate the healthcare system together.
Right? I mean, it makes no sense. I'm like, how could you make your brain think that? Ugh.
You know what I mean? Like, the right certainly isn't cheering on the murder. The left is.
He's a manosphere nut job demonizing capitalism.
It always existed. They riot in the streets and they kill people and they celebrate it while we condemn it. That's not going anywhere. It hasn't changed. Do we expect them to riot?
Where did he pull the manosphere thing out from? Look at this. I'm not even listening to Tim. I'm like reading ahead. Solution, a class war. I just want to do this myself. Tim, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to do it myself, Tim. All right. Why this is a PSYOP now? Yeah, the left versus right is collapsing. Dude, where the hell have you been? The left versus right thing is the establishment versus the anti-establishment. If you're awake, aware, and resisting, like the people here in this crowd, then you are part of the anti-establishment and welcome you. You're home. You're part of the solution. You're here. But the establishment is everybody's boxed into that stupid narrative, right? All the people who have been subverted. And deep state's included in that. So left and right, those are the false left-right paradigm days. Those are over. It's collapsing. We need to get it back. Well, guess what? You can't have it back because MAGA is in charge of the Republican Party. So, I mean, on some level, you'll always have it. People in the establishment narrative, the first veil, they believe in the left-right paradigm. They do. They do. So you always have it there. That's not going away anytime soon. However, the false left-right paradigm collapsed. I mean, if that's what you're talking about, Trump united Silicon Valley libertarians, populism. Yeah, the VC bros, bro. Hey, VC bro, what's up? Yeah, man, VC bros in the house. Woke politics are dying. No one cares. Dude, cultural Marxism is alive and well, living in your mind. All right. Deep state needs a new cultural fracture. So what we're gonna do, guys? Okay, deep state meeting. Deep state meeting. Everybody, call this deep state meeting to order, guys. We got a problem here. The left-right thing is collapsing because Trump united a bunch of people, and the VC bros are involved. So you know what that means. And what politics are dying because nobody cares about identity battles anymore. We got the statistics right here. It doesn't matter that women are shaving their head and there's still rainbows coming out of everybody's ass. It doesn't matter. This is it. All right. So we need a new cultural fracture. We got any ideas? Any ideas from the crowd? Anybody here in the room in the big deep state meeting? You guys, anybody have any ideas as to how we can have a new cultural fracture to maintain control? Because we're going to lose control if we don't do this. You in the back, we could maybe get a 26-year-old with a back problem to go assassinate a healthcare CEO in broad daylight. Brilliant. That'll do it. Yes, that'll do it. Exactly, because that'll give us a class war. See, we can blame the relatable radicals and chaos will unfold. The left will think he's a hero for corporate greed, and the right will say, he's a manosphere nut job demonizing capitalism. The coalition fractures. The rich versus poor take center stage. Oh my God, you're brilliant. I'm going to give you a raise and give you a promotion, guy. I guess there people didn't like my take on that. I had to lost tons of people. Am I too loud? Everybody left when I went into my antics. Okay, fine. We're going to be serious then.
Over Daniel Penny. We expect them to riot when Trump is inaugurated. I don't see why they would need this PSYOP. The guy also goes on to say that someone messaged him saying that right after he was arrested, the account followed Ezra Klein, Leopold Ash, and Arrowhead. I have no idea if that's true.
I'm done. All right, let's move on. Did you guys get enough of this? I mean, it's pretty comical, right? Opening a deep state meeting, friends, elitists, countrymen, lend me your ears. We are in deep doo-doo. Yeah, right. Well, thank you. Talking trash and trees. Nice of you. I stopped seeing left and right. I started seeing years ago, truth tellers and liars mostly. It's let me put it to you like this. Let me let someone else speak for a second on this matter, if I can find them. Where are you at, my friend? Oh man, I need to organize these clips. I got some old clips in here. Man, my clips are out. I could sync here. Anybody ever come and remember so I can play the one I only got to play one time? Where is it? Did I take it? I didn't take it down. No way I took this down. Oh my God. Now I have to look for it because I can't lose things. That's another thing. If you know anything about me, I can't lose it. I'll look around. I'll look around again. I'll look around again and again and again and again. Did I take it down? No way. Hold on. I know what I'm looking for. There it is right here.
You have people that are now realizing that, listen, this is not a left versus right thing anymore, okay? This is not a Democrat versus Republican thing anymore. This is establishment versus anti-establishment.
And the key truth is this. Kamala Harris is the establishment. Kamala Harris is the ultimate DC insider. Kamala Harris is the swamp.
There is no one they have targeted more than President Donald J. Trump. And there's a reason for that. Because they recognize that he doesn't bend the knee or kiss the ring in the establishment of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, there you go. Winning. Part of it might be that because nearly every school bang, the FBI eventually admits that they were on the radar. So normies are probably attributed the same litmus to this. Yeah, I talked about this. What does on the radar even mean? Right? I hate that term. I hate on the radar. A lot of people are on the radar. You look at the wrong thing online, you're on the radar. I mean, whatever. Radar is broad and vast. It means nothing. It's like, were we actively tracing and watching and following you? There you go. Now you're on to something here. I'm so red right now. Lord help me. Lord help me. Of course, just like the past with Jussie, they call the shots before it. Yeah, of course. And then they said this is MAGA country. And I hit him back because I'm a big tough guy. I'm a big tough gay guy. I hit him back. Yeah, those guys, do you see those dudes, those brothers, man? They would tear him up. They did tear him up in a different way.
True or not. I'm not a big fan of this narrative.
You're not a big fan. You're not a big fan, really? Tim's not a big fan of this narrative. This is the big psyop, though. Everybody's listening to Vito Toro, Vittorio, the intellectus. This guy, this clown. This is where the psyop's coming from. This is where everybody's believing. Really? Come on. And then everybody's going to spawn off that. And pretty soon, God damn it, I'm going to say it right now. At some point, you're going to see an X post from Alex Jones saying it's an CIA inside job. I swear to God. It's like fucking clockwork and it drives me crazy. If you're new to me, I know that I like Alex. I liked him. I like all these people. I do like them. And at the end of the day, just like I just played that clip, we're anti-establishment. So we're on the same team. But it's all about, getting us to a better place, right? Helping see past the second veil, right? Because there is a second awakening you must go through in this world. I proved it. I've been there. And when you see past the second veil, you start to see into the possibilities of solutions. That's what solution culture is about. That's over there in the fifth veil, because you have to see the cycle of abuse and the cycle of control. That's the third and the fourth veil. Once you understand that these things exist, and that's what's causing everything you see right now in the first and second veil, the establishment narrative and the alternative narrative, right? You see that it's all being caused by this cycle of abuse, which powers the cycle of control, right? And now you're looking at the things you can recognize. You can see things in those veils, but you don't see the cycle yet. That's what the second veil is blocking. When you pull down the second veil, you can see the cycles, right? You may be able to see the factors that are inside these veils, but you can't put them together until you pull down the second veil, because there's no solutions in the second veil. There's none. You'll get a lot of fear. You'll get a lot of shit like Vito on X, staying up all night on his Adderall, typing a bunch of bullshit that people are going to buy into and give 1 million views over. And Tim Pool's going to read on his national broadcast, on his big time podcast, right? Let me get this out of the way. I think we're going to move on, and we'll have some more fun here for a minute. There are some things I wanted to show you. I need to just put it away. All right. Sometimes you just got to put it away. Put it away. All right, let's get into some more evidence here. Sorry I spent 2 hours on that. But sometimes examples are just the best thing I can do, right? But yeah, when you see past the second veil and you see the cycle of control, now you can start doing something because you're identifying root cause issues, right? The cycle of abuse is generational, right? These people that are acting this way, Vito and Luigi, God, I sound like I'm freaking in a pizzeria, right? These people, the kids are coming up with they're chopping their shit off. They're dyeing their hair. They're shaving their heads. They're crazy. They're listening. They think the freaking world's going to come to end. Project 2025 up the ass. These people, they've been indoctrinated since they were kids. That's the cycle of abuse. Abused, lied to, manipulated, narcissism on the uptake. It's the epidemic on display. These people have suffered, and this psychological abuse is persistent generationally, and then they grow up into corrupted, demoralized people, right? And then the establishment narrative easily takes them away to places like Hawaii, where they break their back surfing, right? All right, here's a Luigi. Here he is. Well, nice little drug cartoon over here. Look at that. He draw that himself. This is the thing that was talking to me on my ayahuasca trip. Yeah, look at those pins, dude. That's some serious shit right there. And I'm guessing this picture over here that all the girls love. And good on them for working hard. It was taken before this other picture, right? This is probably like what he used to look like. And imagine once you break your back, you can't do them squats, you can't do them sit-ups, you can't do all the things that put all this nice little ripple muscles on you, right? You can't do those things, right? Because you got pins sticking in you. Yeah, that can take a toll on you, especially when that's your entire identity. So there he is there, happy and go lucky at the Philadelphia Museum. Always very, very, very cultured. That's where I take all my dates. I get laid every time. All right. And here he is now. Killer. The Luigi Mangione's family say they are shocked and by the arrester. Right? There you go. Well, that's a great picture. Hide on this site. What? Okay, thanks. Great picture. There we go. This is what they knew. What we know about Luigi Mangione's back injury. There we go. That's it. That's what they knew. All right. Congratulations on that. Breaking story there. I don't know why there's not words to go with this story, but that's all they know. All right. So let's put that away and let's get out our X search. And I promise you, I'll get to something else tonight. I will. Thank you for the wolf. Thank you, wolf. Listen to the wolf. He knows what we're talking about. I'm so tired of narratives. Everything's about narratives. It is, man, because narratives are mind control. Now we're getting into it. Now we're talking about my favorite topic, mind control. How the mind works, why it's controllable, and how people do it. That's the journey at Scott, my friend. That's the journey that got me here. Those are the questions. That was the journey that took me and brought me to this chair right here with this microphone in front of my face. That's what happened. That's what happened. I set out to answer these questions because I saw something wasn't right. I saw something wasn't right. I saw a glitch in the matrix. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm just using it as an analogy. But when my friends, my dear friends, my brothers and sisters, my close friends, my party friends, I basically grew up as an adult with, having the best times. At least I thought. Really just wasting my life. But anyways, having a great time doing it. And suddenly our mind changed over politics. Like, you can't talk to them about this shit. When you get to a certain point, they start freaking out a little bit. When you get them boxed in, they start to act differently than the person you've known your entire life. Families and friends are turning on each other. There's got to be something going on. So I set out to figure out what it is, and that's what got me here. I found the Yuri Bezmenov stuff. I watched tons of documentaries, and I did lots of personal analysis. I questioned everything, including whatever I was seeing, hearing, and I thought about it over and over and over again. I tried it out, tried different approaches, I tried different things. It's been a long, hard road, my friend. But you can see all the documentaries that I did watch and go over, and most of them. There's still more that I don't even want to watch now that I would just spend the whole evening debunking, kind of like I did this last video. If I were to play it on old school Watch Party Sundays, but there are other ones out there like Kim Trotta and freaking what's that other one that everybody liked? Everybody watched it for, I don't know. I blocked it out because it was such bullshit. When I went back to watch it again, I'm like, this is all bullshit. I can't believe I actually thought some of this was a good idea, or even thought. But some of it does open your mind a little bit. But what was it? It was the one that V Radio got all mixed up in. I forget. I'll remember when it doesn't matter anyways. But old school Watch Party Sundays, all those documentaries in there, the ones that I do show, are all leading you to the understanding of where we're at today, and teaches you about how we got here. And pretty much is me re-showing my path, my walk to everybody else. Let's pull up this X feed so you guys don't think I'm following this. Let's see. There we are. Hello, X, you son of a bitch. All right, here we go. Luigi Mangione. Look at this. Everybody's gonna try to be Luigi Mangione. Look at all these people. That's me. It's me and Luigi. Liberty Lantern. A quarter of the alleged manifesto of Luigi Mangione, which was discovered by police during his arrest, has been circulating. If it is true, Mangione seems to be distressed by his mother's illness and the way United Healthcare has handled her claim. Oh, now it's about old Blue Eyes. What's up, old Blue Eyes? What's going on? How you doing, my friend? How are you doing? What's good? What's good and scratch off, man? What's going on? How you been? You got any big winners today? Good to see you, man. I love it when old Blue Eyes pops in and says hello. We're just going over this Luigi Mangione story here. I don't know. This might be. I think that any manifesto that is circulating is probably fake. Yeah. Again, we got the 4chan, 8chan trolls out there that just love to mess with people. They love to do it. They love to see if they get, because these people have nothing better to do with their lives. So they think up things as soon as it comes out. Watch, this will work. Watch, this will get them. They have internal competitions and so on. The apathic complex and its consequences. The Second Amendment means I am my own chief executive and commander-in-chief of my own military. I authorize my own acts of self-defense in response to hostile entities making war on me and my family. Nelson Mandela says no form of violence can be excused. Kama says it's all the same. Whether you live or die, have a cup of coffee. MLK says violence never brings permanent peace. Gandhi says nonviolence is the mightiest power available to mankind. That's who they are, your heroes. That's who they tell you are heroes. That's who our revolutionaries are, yet they are not capitalistic. Nonviolence keeps the system working at full speed ahead. What did it get us? Look in the mirror. They want us to be nonviolent so that they can grow fat off the blood they take from us. Hold on. There we go. Is that better? It's an image. I can't make it any better here. Let's see. My dramatic reading scaring anybody off yet? Okay, hold on. Let's get back to the good news here. Won $280 on $120 worth of tickets last night on my live stream. Awesome. We got a link for old Blue Eyes out there. Team. We get hi Heidi, Mr. Message. Okay, cool. Well, congratulations, old Blue Eyes. Congratulations. That's over double your money, right? Yeah. It's about 60% profit. You go. Now, how many did you buy? $120 worth. What's your favorite scratch off? What's the hot ticket right now? No pun, well, pun intended. What's the hot ticket? Like, if I was going to go to the store here in a little while, what scratch off should I get? I'm going to say, old Blue Eyes sent me. Old Blue Eyes sent me. Give me that one right there. What's the best one to do? We'll take some time out to talk about scratch offs with old Blue Eyes, since we have the expert in the house. As I finish this dramatic reading, I don't even know if this is worth reading. I should have just scanned this instead of going into a bit here. Let's see. Even with the new screen, it's hard to read. All right. I can't scroll any further. Nope. All right, stop rubbing it in. I know my account's suspended. Stop it. Stop rubbing it in. See, X likes to remind me that it took my account and suspended it permanently and it won't talk to me. What if I did this? Is that better? All right, let's just go with this. All right. Where are we at? The first time the pain came, she ignored it. So what, this is about his mom now, not about him? So what? Maybe it's a combination? So according to this manifesto that shouldn't be out, but is, it's about his mom. Do you think somebody might have made this up? Where did they find it? Circulating. And so okay, here's the tell, right? Christmas tickets that fold out. Every state has one. That's the hot ticket. Okay, Christmas tickets that fold out. So like, okay, look, understandably, I'm gonna have to go to a store where I'm gonna deal with somebody at the counter. How do I explain to them that I want the Christmas tickets that fold out? Do they know what I'm talking about? Because I'm gonna do it, and I want you to come back, and I'm gonna tell you how I did. Do I have to buy $120 worth to win? Like, what? Give me some good strategy, man. It's not often that I have an expert pop in that can lead me to riches. All right, here comes the eyebrow guy. Here comes. Why would you black this out right here if you want to make a point? We're not even sure any of these. Now look, this is what I'm talking about. The image, you can tell by looking at it, the quality is way different. Okay, so like, look, if we were watching a video on 240, right? And we're watching it and the video looks like this, and then I jack it up to 1080, it's gonna look like this. And then you can see that Luigi got a unibrow, right? He got a unibrow, but you guys don't care about that. You'll put up with that, right? So just the one to look at the surfer body, right? That's what you want. So there you go. But with this hood on and this mask on, this thing, right? All this stuff, and I'm sure he changed clothes. He's raised better than that, right? He changes his clothes, and that could easily, I can see some stuff going on here, but that could easily blank it out. Here's the other thing: the guy who made this may have caused this to happen when he zoomed in, right? So I'm not too convinced about this. And then what's this? She's 12. Luigi Mangione. What's this gift? Why is this gift doing this? Why is it? Why is this here? Why is it important? What's it mean? Does it mean death to all CEOs, healthcare CEOs? Oh, look at that. You know somebody was going to do this. You knew it was coming. Oh my goodness gracious. Stop. That I know what that was, and that was not cool. I didn't do that. It wasn't what you think it was. It was nothing. All right. You didn't see anything. And I have to learn to be careful about what I pull up on X while I'm live. Yes, I do. All right, but I won't. Luigi Mangione in a local cafe, hours after murdering the CEO of BLM. 328 pages of just the N word over and over again. I think it's called Unbreaded. I think it's called the Death Sentences by Matthew Harris, Dr. Matthew Harris. That is kind of funny though. I like this. He's halfway through the book too. That's the best part. All right. Hearing reports that Luigi Mangione was framed. Oh no, the twin brother. He's got a twin brother. He's got to do the old twin brother twist. I love it. Where are we at? I'm going to go the whole damn show talking about this tonight, aren't I? I should just change the damn thumbnail now. I'm going to make myself stop here. I'm going to make myself stop. 10 more minutes of this. All right. Hearing reports. So this has actually been fun, though. I'm actually kind of enjoying myself. All right. Hearing reports that Luigi Mangione was framed. His twin brother has committed the crimes. Thank you. So he's an international soccer player in the video game Mario Soccer for Nintendo. Free Luigi and arrest. Yeah, see, arrest his twin. There he is. Uh-oh. You don't think she really? This guy, that's a man, baby. That's a man, baby. Okay. I don't know what that was, but I hope it didn't get copyrighted. So much for Ivy League education. Bad baby. Bad baby. Okay, so here's the question. Did he want to get caught? Experts in the crowd. Did he want to get old blue eyes? What do you think? Did he want to get caught? I'm done with X. Seriously, man. Now people got porn out on freaking X. It's just a human body. It's anatomy. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. It's anatomy. Don't you dare give me a hard time. Anybody, ever. All right. They're making a lot of Luigi jokes about this guy. That's all I'm seeing here, but I can't keep scrolling through X because, oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. Wait. What's this? I have to be careful. Let's just put it that way. I got to be more careful. All right, here we go. Photos were reportedly showing Luigi Mangione and McDonald. Okay, so he's wearing the mask, right? Because he doesn't want to get caught. Or does he? Or does he think people are that stupid? Is this the mask over here? Now I'm seeing this whole picture differently. Ah. He seems to have a tan on his hands. All right. Okay, I gotta minimize this again as I scroll. You guys didn't see nothing. All right. All right. These sellers. Okay, here's another one. All right. Okay, so now in this picture right here, like where you think you look, I thought this, like when I first saw it, looked like a chick from the side, right? But that's his smile. That is the same damn smile. Same eyes. Yeah, so he's got a little shaving going on here, right? He looks like the kind of person that can grow a beard overnight. So I'm not going with the eyebrow bullshit. However, he's got to change of clothes. We don't snitch. Burger King doesn't snitch. That's the same smile, isn't it? So look, if you saw this picture right here, okay, and you were up here at McDonald's and he was in the corner, and but you saw him smiling with a chick up front, you might have caught him from the side. You might be like, you know what? That looks just like that one picture I saw. I think that might be it. Feels too easy. Let's see, not sure he is caught. Feels too easy. The guy that got caught had a ghost printed gun and a thing. So hold on. Let me make sure I did this down here. Media could not be played. Luigi Mangione charged. Catlin Clark. Who cares? All right. Oh, we got some mugshots here. Mugshot. There we go. Yeah, in this picture, he looks like he's lost a little weight. He does seem like he's lost a little bit of weight. Probably from being on the run. Big time criminal. There he is. Okay, look, check this out. Here's the black jacket. Here's the green jacket underneath, right? It's all here. It's all right here. Everything you could ever want. So yeah, it's all together. I guess. There he goes. Here he is getting out. Hold on. Back this up a little bit. The guy in the corner at McDonald's, though, I do kind of question that. Like, I don't know if that was the actual picture. Like, maybe he got caught in a McDonald's, but that's just some dude. Like, obviously, we can see right here he's been arrested, right? Does anybody have any question about the fact that he's in custody and been arrested? Ah, cool. What do you think of the stuff going on in China right now? Oh, blue eyes. What do you think of stuff? I've been meaning to get to the China stuff that's going on. Korea stuff blew over like we wouldn't believe. It went over fast. But the China stuff, the burn China, let it rot. The youngest generation there is kind of taking over. They're doing a good job, which is good for us because when they run out of soldiers, they're that works in our favor. It works in India's favor too. There's an Indian that war in India. They've been fighting over that territory forever. I felt a little bit of it. But I'm really interested in what's going on in Asia right now more than any other place. Okay, so if I was to go back to the McDonald's photos, okay, so that's the angle he was sitting in. Mangione. See, like I'm not quite look. See the arch of his nose. I'm not quite buying that, but we know he was arrested at a McDonald's, but maybe they took a picture of a different guy. See, there he is looking down. Okay, well, hold on. That right there kind of looks like the McDonald's picture. That's better. Hold on. Go back to this thing at the beginning. Oh, I wish I could compare the both. Compare the two. I'm not that sophisticated yet. Let's see. Hold on. He does have. Let's see. Let's look at the chin instead. Yeah, it's the same thing on this chin. It may just be an angle or a shadow, but it looks like it looks like his nose is so different. They could be similar. Let me look at his lips. All right, guys, we have to do some analysis here. All right, so I'm gonna pull this over here. All right, I'm gonna pull this up here. Nope, right there. I'm gonna pull this down here. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this. Get rid of that. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. It's time. It's the time you've been waiting for. Can I scroll in on this? I doubt it. Nope. Okay. All right. The best I can do is like this. Take a look at this. We're gonna do comparison here. We're just gonna have some fun with this tonight, guys. You know what? I think this is exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. We'll talk about things some other day. Check this out. All right. This is the angle here, right? I'm sorry it's on a better picture. Let me get out of the way. There we go. All right. So we need this angle. Can you see it? You see what I'm seeing? Like, just because this guy over here might not be this guy over here doesn't mean that this guy right here wasn't arrested in McDonald's and isn't in the custody of the police right now, the Altoona Police Department, right? It doesn't mean it. It just means that some poor sap that got mistaken for him is sitting over in a corner at some place. But you know, the media has been known to put out the wrong photos. There we go. Right there. But you got the dimple. I don't think this is the same guy. I don't. Anybody? Count. I got you. Don't go anywhere. I got something for you. Hold on. Let's see. We actually, I don't know how we're gonna spend the rest of our time here. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, it doesn't mean again. This doesn't mean he's a psyop. Hold on. What'd you say? Maybe he's really an MK cold lead a psycho. Mick cold blooded like McDonald's. Dude, if you're talking about NK Ultra, dude, that shit was done in the 60s. That never got the desired results. They moved on to information-based mind control. It works so much better. That whole thing got spun up again during Aurora, Colorado, and the Aurora shooter. That's when everybody started spinning. Well, you know, he worked for DARPA. God fucking damn. We've been going through breaking down false PSYOP conspiracy groups all night long. But see, again, I just look at this media incompetence right here, right? But they get a picture of somebody. This is it. But then again, like I said, this guy kind of is a lighting dude. And so in different angles, say like right there, you might be able to get away with that with you put the hat on him, right? Lobe's about the right level. But I just don't buy and then you look at the mug shot. He's got his head up here instead of down. And that's the thing. He's got I got my head up thing. Something about the eyes are different, but that could just be like he's high or like, you know. Okay, let's try this one. We're just having some fun here. Lighting on the nose. So yeah, this guy has a bridge. I don't think this is the same picture, same guy. It doesn't mean it wasn't in a McDonald's. Doesn't mean he didn't get it. He didn't get arrested there. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that the media used a bad picture, which we see all the time. He looks like he's lost a lot of weight from his earlier pictures. Probably from the back injury. I'm sure having your hands behind your back isn't helping. I don't know. You know what? Here's the deal. Now we can move on. Here's the deal. They have cameras at McDonald's. Somebody eventually is going to get the see this guy's wearing a camera. That guy's wearing a camera. Eventually someone's going to get the footage, right? So then we'll know for sure, right? Then we'll know for sure. Okay, so I have something here. Just to prove I always do what I say. All right, Count. My man. Told you I got something for you. I went to find your band last night. Let me know if I got the right band. I need to know. You said it's called Noah's Rain, right? These guys? Am I? Did I find the band here? Are you in this picture count? Are you in this picture? You don't tell me which one. I can probably guess. I don't know if I can guess or not. But is this the band? Because this is the only Noah's Rain I found, which is a very unique band name, by the way. I hope he didn't storm off when I didn't agree with the MK Ultra stuff. I think he did. Damn it. All right. All right. Well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. That's the whole thing with the whole. I don't understand why people think MK Ultra is still around. Like that's just I don't understand it. It's not real. I feel like I've done the look. I've done an entire stream on it called MK Ultra Legacy. It goes through the entire history of it. It's documented history. It's history that's been admitted to. No one's hiding anything. Instead, they still think people are getting pulled off the street and fed LSD and made to be, hey, angry conservative, and made to be watched and watch horrifying things until they decide that they no longer have control of themselves. That's stupid. I mean, they don't do that. This doesn't work. It never worked. The whole idea behind MK Ultra was to try to replicate what they saw coming from the North Koreans when they got people back from the Korean War that were mind controlled, right? And they tried to replicate it by basically using LSD and using these mind control techniques. But what they found out is you don't need to do that. You just need to control the narrative. And if you control the narrative, right, the loose cannons will fire over time. And if you demoralize a society over a period of time, then you can train up or program people, and they're even easier to set off, right? That's why you can activate people with words, right? Especially people that are deep, dark into the establishment narrative. And I don't know that anybody has any kind of like Manchurian candidate powers, right? That's never been realized. The problem with people on LSD is they are unpredictable and they don't do what they're told, and they could start spacing out on things. Anybody here ever done LSD? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they're not controllable people, so that doesn't work. So now what's the technique? Pocket watch. Jacob, what's up, man? Damn it, the count really run off. I went and found that. I was gonna tell him his band sounded good. Oh, and did he unsubscribe and run away? God damn it. I was gonna tell him his band sounded good. I like this band. Oh no. Yep. Candace tracked the two people who are running the program to Canada. Hold on. Candace Owens? Nope. Candace did a good job with Kamala Harris, but her takes on MK Ultra and all that shit are very wrong. She's pretty biased. I'll look at it. I did see a Candace Owens video about everything that happened since MK Ultra program was shut down. Yeah, I mean, dude, look, I did a whole stream on it. Like, I did the background on it. I pulled a documentary up on it. I pulled documents on it. If you want to see what's left over from it, go to a hippie band jam band show. Go to a Grateful Dead concert. Go walk around the parking lot. There's your remnants, right? You got what you came out of that is the LSD culture and cults, basically. You got cults, but no, they were looking for people that could activate to turn into mindless killing machines. And they didn't do it. They'll have more success with technology, but it's not going to be called MK Ultra. That's just an old school conspiracy thing that people just latched onto over the years and never let go of. And people who still kind of hang on to it haven't taken the ride yet. But it doesn't make any sense for it to be around anymore. One, people would know about it, right? But two, it's never effective in the way it was rolled out. Every aspect and detail of that program has been laid out, including what they were doing in brothels and acid trip parties, right? And out in San Francisco, they tell you where they did it, who they did it to, and so on. And then people have grifted and made money off the fact they're saying that I was a victim and my mom was, and these people were, and all this other shit. I'm like saying, if you want to go find the remnants, the legacy of MK Ultra, it's you just go to the hippie scene. Go to the hippie scene, go to the cult scene. These are the remnants that came out of that. There's no government involvement in some kind of CIA mind control program because they don't need it. People go off all the time, and you just adopt the narrative, right? Somebody goes off. This guy right here, we're talking about it right now, right? This guy goes off, right? He flips, and with the media and the narrative control you have, you can just flip that into whatever narrative you want. So why do you need to spin anybody up when someone's always ready to go off? There's a crime every day. Which one do you want to spin up? Which one makes the most sense? Now, which one's going to hit home the hardest, right? Children, whenever it involves children, mass casualties, children, shit like that, things going boom, always get the front page. They get the front page. Damn it, Count. Are you still here? You better come back. I went and found this picture and listened to this band, and he just ran off. If he's in this picture, I'm very disappointed. Where is he at? At the brothel, selling. Yeah, I bet. See, something. But they are literally like rap. People were going into the brothels and they would dose them, and they didn't know it, right? So they were just doing experiments like that. And that's what it was. It didn't amount to much. People made a big deal out of it when it wasn't. Of course, what they were trying to do was North Korean style mind control, right? But what they didn't realize is that the North Korean style mind control was done through systematic torture, right? So when you guys pull someone out, systematically torture them, right, over the course of several months, long periods of time, starvation, deprivation, things like that. They're trying to fast track it, I guess, with LSD. I don't know. They thought they used LSD or something. Watch the stream; it's all there. And I mean, but it's like people for some reason they need to default to that, and I don't get why they need to hang on to it when it's so disprovable. There's plenty of real mind control things that are out there. Latch onto that. Talk about that. I wish more people were talking about information-based mind control, narrative control, mind control. I mean, when you can box some Plato's Cave, the allegory of Plato's Cave, I've played it at least a dozen times. Right? I've talked about it even more. That right there tells you how it works. Right? Yeah, when you can box someone into a narrative, they don't have the information or resources to think outside of it. Right? You control their reality, right? And then if you try to threaten the belief system or you give a perceived threat to that belief system, to that stability, that's when you can get them to trigger, activate, and react. That's it. It's just human psychology. That's how I started my entire channel. And I started the channel, but then I started the series Unveiling Reality with this exact education about how the human brain OS works. Because I was like, you got to start there to understand the rest of the shit I'm going to tell you. Right? About how archetypes are formed, how images are the base operating system, right? And then you move out from there, and then you understand how narrative and belief systems work, right? And why people go into denial, and they attack you, or they run away from you when you threaten their belief system, especially if it's a false belief system, because they're clinging to it, right? Like I don't know. I can't say whether Count took off or not. But all I can tell you is I'm down a sub, and I asked him to be here to hang on because I was going to show him something, and he's gone. So maybe the fact that I said, MK Ultra, might have triggered him. I have no idea. I hope he's a bigger boy than that. But anyways, but that's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be me threatening a belief system that he really believes in MK Ultra is real, right? Like, it's still active, right? And so that'd be a fight or flight response. I'm not gonna fight. I could argue with you. I'm gonna run away, right? But I got I did a freaking 3-hour dedicated research stream on the whole topic, right? Much more than probably most people who believe in it's ever done. But would they watch the stream? Will they consider the information in it? No. You know why? Because it threatens their belief system. They're in denial. So that's how it works. That's why information-based mind control is so much better than any kind of bullshit, government torture program. You can just get people to react. You can get people to activate. It's easy. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's a good way to put it, T-Rex. The Mockingbird Media Project is certainly still active, and even more so. Well, it's the remnants, right? It's like subversion, right? Once it's in motion, it's in motion, right? So yeah, They may have a different word for it or whatever. Yuri's birthday is tomorrow. Yeah, right. Yuri. And look, this is the key thing. We'll play this because this is what I'm trying to explain.
So that's exactly the martial art tactic. We don't stop an enemy. We let him go. We help him to go in the direction we want them to go.
You see? That's how it works. Easy stuff. And in this day and age, it's even easier. That's why hopefully that what I'm putting out is helpful. I'm trying to save people from this stuff and trying to pull people out. I'm trying to make it ineffective. Good night, old blue eyes. Thanks, man. Great. I'm glad you came here. I'm glad you came by and said hello. And good luck with the scratch offs. I'm gonna go get me a Christmas fold out here in a little while and say old blue eyes sent me. Billy Strings show reminds me of fish. Oh my god, I was about to bring that up. I see that all the time. So yeah, old blue eyes. You and I probably listen to the same kind of music, and you might have even seen my band or one of the bands that I worked for back in the day. I definitely knew some of these people right here that were in these bands. But Billy Strings is the one everybody's talking about now. It's like, yeah, go there. Somebody will be going, hey, do you want to get this in the parking lot, man? They're trying to hang on to that shit. It's phony baloney culture, but it's fun for them. And the music, they have a good time with the music. They're there to have a good time. The Billy Strings thing, I've been seeing him all over the place. I don't listen to hardly any music anymore. So I haven't listened to one of his songs at all, but I do see it. It comes up in my feed. And old blue eyes is out of here. All right. God damn it. Why do you have to come in with that MK Ultra shit? I wanted to show him his band picture and talk about the songs that I listen to. They're actually, I like this band. They're fun. Like I don't know if this is actually his band. This band is called Noah's Rain. And they're from New York. And I like their I can see you, Scott. I like the songs. They're like kind of like an 80s rock metal band, kind of a little bit. They got an album. But I saw like a video of them playing at some festival or something. But I thought they're pretty good. I thought they were pretty good. I'd hang out and listen. I'd let them play in the background. I don't know if I'd pay $20 for a ticket. I might pay, and it's not like they got Sasquatch in the band or anything. But yeah, so this is going to be all about this topic today, I guess, huh? I guess we're going to have a one-topic show for a Winning 2024. That's kind of wild. I almost feel like this is an unveiling reality show. That's kind of like how I did the one topics on unveiling. Roscoe Treat, what's up? Job duties have all has been well. You're the first person to say hello tonight. Thank you so much. Let's see. So okay, so Count took off, and now I don't get to do the whole Noah's Rain deep dive with him. I can't even confirm if that's his real band or not. He just said he was in a band. I don't know. I think it might be a psyop. He might be psyoping us with his band talk. I don't know. Sad. I think I might change this. I might like that title better. Yeah, that might work better. Just chilling. We're just chilling. That's what we're doing. Lots of other stuff out there today. I saw some good stuff. I might put out a breaking news thing here tomorrow. We'll see. I'm going to change the title for the third time. That's all we're going to do. Anything more on this little... Let's see. Now that I did the comparison, I got to go back over here. Let me see. Anything more on... Stop. All right. I got to get my chest straight. Oh, my goodness. Oh, good. I'm glad at least this narrative's getting out there. We can't go anywhere unless it's somehow it's this too. Somehow it's this too. Yeah. Yep. He's also a tranny. That makes sense. All right. All right. Here's a good profile. I think we looked at this a second ago. I'm just trying to think about that guy in the corner. I mean, at the right lighting and the right angle, it could be him. Oh, I gotta be careful before I scroll. I know what people are doing these days. Oh, this here's look at this. I love it when people act like they know something. Oh yeah, where'd you live on the East Coast? Yeah, Idaho. It's hard to be a DJ in Idaho. Probably is. You've never heard this one before. You've never heard this one. So this person's like, my name is not Kara Gozalula. Left is Germanic Slavic, right is Latin. I called that difference out days ago. Before Luigi Mangione was ID'd, I mean, guessing their ethnicities. If you called it out days before, then how are you so wrong about it? Again, low quality picture, high quality picture, out in the middle of the night, lighting. All these things matter when it comes to analysis. Otherwise, you just get your analysis. And that's piss. All right. Let me see. Anything else? The memes are just all over the place. Stop. Anything? Well, I don't think we're gonna find shit out about this for a long time. It's like, and then we can't forget about it, right? So we got to remember to come back to it. But I'm sure people will stay on it because why not? Oh my God! Here's somebody that's being really loving it. If Luigi Mangione is sent to prison for his heroic shooting of that evil bloodsucking scumbag, may I be the first to volunteer for conjugal visits. Oh God. What a whore. I've never met him, but out of respect for what he's done, and also for the way he looks, I can conjugate me anytime. Yeah, I bet you he'd probably be like, no thanks. See, and to the troopers in these comments, take a hard look at what Luigi Mangione stands for. Rich white men are not going to be held accountable for their actions. Oh yeah, the rich white politicians you guys allowed to subvert and abuse the American public and get away with it. Hillary Clinton and her email server, Joe Biden and his dirty dealings and his child sniffing. Shut the F up and get the F out. You don't deserve it. I'm not even going to finish your statement. You're too stupid. All right. What's this? Oh, Luigi Mangione. What? That's not even close to the dude. Hello, it's me, Luigi. Lena Del Toro, ultraviolet part. Ultraviolence. Oh, he liked music like this. Uh-oh. That means everything. CIA inside job, weather weapons, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, flat Earth, MK Ultra. Yep, that proved it right there. He liked that music. That was it. There he is making gang signs. He's in a gang too. He's making a gang sign. Look at that. That proves that. Look, CIA. See, that's the CIA. It means CIA. Look, you guys see it? Oh, you can't see my mouse, damn it. See it? C-I and then an A. See? That's what it means. He's giving a hand sign to let everybody know that's what he's doing. That's what everybody does. Because we all live in Hollywood. Look at him. Welcome home. Rethinking that now, huh? Living with back pain might have been a better idea. You can tell that he has lost all his muscle mass from that picture in Hawaii. He's like, screw it, man. Because he probably had to work very hard to keep it on, judging by everything here I see. He had to work hard to keep it on. The person of interest police have detained for questioning and matching the description photos is Luigi Mangione. He's accused of being the shooter. Did he spill something in his pants? I don't think I have a stone-washed pair of jeans. Whatever. Who's this guy? I'm gonna tell you, kids. This was Luigi Mangione. Oh, that's him? No. Stop it. Yeah, we can do this all night. What time is it? Let's see. I lived in Cape May Courthouse. Oh, up in Maryland, Salisbury, Pocomoke City, Maryland. Okay, good crabs up there. Blue crabs, baby. Gotta love the blue crabs. Luigi's having a hard time, dude. Let's see. Yeah, he's over it. Dude's over it. He's over it. It made me lose everything. I don't understand. He got the back surgery. They got the back surgery. Everything went well. Is he in debt? Is that what the problem is? Is this a debt hit? Let Luigi Mangione go. He's an innocent. Maybe. I don't know. Do we know for sure this is the guy? Fox and friends. They want the death penalty. Fox wants Luigi killed. Oh my goodness. They must have been paid to say that by the CIA. I mean, dude, when you go that right there from this right here, that's a big difference. It's a different lifestyle going on. It's a different lifestyle altogether. To get this way, you got to do it. You got to be on it every day in many different ways. But that is not the same as this right here. This is drugged out and done. Completely different from loving it and living life and living your best life right here. You guys see my mouse? Sorry. This is loving it and living your best life. And this is drugged out and over it. You see the difference? I bet you do. I bet you do. Yeah. Living your best life, drugged out and over it. Living your best life, drugged out and over it. See the difference? I think you do. There we go. Living your best life. Oh, here we go. Peppa Mangione. I should have added some context to what that clip. I wasn't trying to contradict you, but rather bolster your point. Tucker is spot on in recognizing that modern architecture kills the spirit. I remember that. I remember when he talked about that. But his very first line, postmodern architecture is designed to demoralize and hurt you, paints the phenomena as intentional. It is intentional, Luigi. And the same way that he doesn't understand cultural Marxism, in the same way that inflation is not intelligently designed to oppress people, yet it does. It's a hidden tax. And it also indicates the government spending, overspending as well, and the devaluation of the dollar, which means that things cost more. And also an inflation in the money supply as well. Neither is a modern architecture. It's emergent. No, it's not emergent. That's the part Luigi don't understand. See, it's not emergent. It's very, very intentional. It just happens over. It happens over a generation or two, generational warfare, right? And that's why it seems emergent, but it's not emergent, Luigi. Hey, Jacob Pete, how's it going? I hate this shit every time there's a wild theory, foul play. But the concept of human psychology or ego often not considered. Man, you should have been here 3 hours ago, Pete. Damn it. I was hoping you'd be here. We could have railed this guy God destroyed this PSYOP together, man. You wouldn't believe the nonsense I went over tonight. It was complete and utter nonsense. So everyone is speculating just retarded because for me it seems logical, if not likely, that he's just an ideologue who's willing to be a martyr for his ideals. You sure it wasn't personal? Why did he pick that guy? Why did he pick that guy? Why did he pick that guy? Why did he travel all the way there? Pick that guy. These are questions I want Jacob Peets to answer. So many school districts and college are indoctrinating kids now. Yep, right. Like I said, it's just a loose cannon and fired, right? Okay, let's read the rest of this. But yes, it is entitled. It's just done over. It's done over. Good use of the words emergent, but it's done over the course of generations, so you don't notice the demoralization aspect of it. This is the tragedy of demoralization. It's shit. It's Yuri's birthday tomorrow.
These are the areas of application of subversion. What it means exactly. Education. Distract them from learning something which is constructive, pragmatic, efficient. Instead of mathematics, physics, foreign languages, chemistry, teach them history of urban warfare, natural food, home economy, your sexuality, anything, as long as it takes you away.
If you want to.
There we go. And we did. And we won. I got to fix that clip. I need more Yuri clips. I say that every time, don't I? Scott. All right, cool. Yep, there's so many of them. Listen to the Wolf guys. Knows what he's talking about. All right. We plan on living out our retirement in the mountains of northern Pennsylvania. What you'll be neighbors with Shelly talking trash and truths. That's where you might be neighbors. What any particular part you might be in there, Roscoe? Let's see. Jacob Peets, how you doing, man? You getting your Christmas shopping done? It's good to see you. We miss you around here. We miss you. Hope whatever you've been doing, it's been going well for you.
Darling, if you don't want to hear how the waters parted, then don't get me started.
That's right. My point is that even when people have brilliant insights, they often blatantly get the causation wrong. Like this poster, for instance, Luigi. Modern equivalent of this drought, famine, was caused by the rain gods. Oh, El Poconos. My son went to summer camp up there. Oh, nice area. Christmas shopping has been nuts. God damn it. Been working 50 plus hours so the wife can get it all done. And we keep our heads above water. And we can keep our heads above water. Ding, 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 ding. I'm gonna write a song out of that, buddy. Hence why I haven't been around, working tons and sleeping, spending time with the family and friends where I can. Well, cool, man. We're glad you're doing good. And as we like to always say, nice Pete's. Nice Pete's. All right. Because the idea that phenomena are a result of amorphous systems outside of our control is scary. Well, maybe that's why you won't believe in them. But you're gonna believe in them now. Like, what the hell did I just do? Why did I do all that? What made me do this? What made me look, man? If he wasn't on a slow motion suicide mission, then there's only a couple things it can be, right? Revenge. I don't think that I mean, look, here's the thing. When he sees the Marta they've made him into, will he become it? You know? Will he become it? We'll be like, yeah, that's why I did it. It wasn't because I just lost my mind on painkillers. Nah. Thought it sounded like a good idea. wasn't because my ayahuasca told me to go do it. And I smell revenge. And I don't think it has anything to do with the goddamn left. There's people are, look, there's people who could be martyring themselves all over the place and they don't, because they're essentially inside they're cowards. They're cowards and they're wimps, and they're only brave when they got a group of people around they can show off and virtue signal to. That's when they're brave. Otherwise, they're pieces of shit. They're showing off for the camera, that the invisible audience, because their life is a sitcom, because it's a comedy of errors. And the great thing about it is it's all just speculation. Time will tell. The guy has to go to court eventually, just like Crooks, man. Crooks is going to go to court, and just like old golf course dude, we can't remember the name of, the old Ukrainian simp, that guy, the second assassination attempt. These guys, all of them have to go to court eventually. This is where following courts will get interesting. I tell you what, for the people, I said this before, a lot of them just plea out and they never show up on TV or whatever. But if it's one of these cases that we've been involved in, like Crooks, what's his name? Jackass from Florida. What? Crooks is dead? Since when? And you said DED? What does that mean? Since when? And if that happened, I didn't hear about it. That should have, and nobody talked about it. That would have been like Crooks' only trial will be held in St. Pete's. That's right, St. Pete's. Oh, yeah. You're right. No, I'm sorry. I meant with him. When his parents talk. That's right. My fault. Oh my god. I'm so tired. Yeah. No. I meant his parents. I've been waiting for his parents to talk. That's what I meant. I just got confused with the other guy who is alive and well down in jail. The guy who tried to do the golf course stuff. And Luigi. I know so much. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the golf course guy is a lot. He's so irrelevant. Nobody can remember his name. He's just the golf course guy. I remembered his name when we were covering it. That's for sure. Now, the one day the parents will say something. We still have stuff to learn about that guy. Or maybe there's nothing to learn. The things will come out. Things will come out about him. Golf course guy is the one I'm really looking forward to hearing, because I believe he's going to be talking about a big old had to do it or else squirrel. It's me, Luigi Mangione. Yeah. Well, Luigi's not going to be. His back's not going to be feeling good on those metal benches in the prisons, man. In jail. He should have thought about that long before. It's like, oh shit. Long before he went and did that. My back's going to be killing me. They're not going to give me anything for it. I'm not going to give you anything. If you love music, movies, memes, and some politics, it could be fun to check out. What's that? Where? Got to scroll back now. Overtime may be beautiful under mega tax free. Yeah. You know what? I want them to get rid of bonus tax too. Like if you get a bonus, no taxes on bonuses. I got to get that message up the ladder. Now that my ex has been taken down, how am I supposed to reach the president? Damn it. I don't know. Nintendo games or what they could. If you love music, movies, memes, and politics, what could be fun to check out? What? Oh, the golf course guy? No, hold on. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, the Poconos. I don't know. What are you talking about? Roscoe, help me, dude. Help me. All right. Remember the time when Trump had a press conference for the Four Seasons that turned out to be at the Four Season Landscaping Company? Hilarious. Yep, those were good times, T-Rex. Good times indeed. Those were the days, my friend. Hope they never end. Kind of like the stream, but you know what? It's got to at some point. So let's see how we do tonight. Oh, we did pretty good. We did pretty good. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you had a great time tonight on this one topic stream. Well, no, I even put it in the wrong goddamn category, really? I gotta fix it. This is definitely news and politics. This is not entertainment. Am I entertaining you? Am I clown? All right, news and politics. Save. Wow. Maybe entertainment does better. Because we gotta get some good views tonight. I got some cool people that came by. Unfortunately, we're gonna talk about Count's band, but then he ran off because I didn't like MK Ultra or something. I don't know. Maybe he just stopped in to say one thing and left, and he'll be back in a few days. But hey, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. If you're out there, make sure you tell your friends and family about what a wonderful thing this is we're doing here. It's beautiful. It's the world's greatest thing ever. And I'll be back sooner than you ever can imagine. If not tomorrow, if not with something wild and zany and off out of left field, out of right field. Just back on Thursday. Well, I'll pick up and do all the stories I didn't do tonight. My false advertising and my lame thumbnail I have to go redo now because I never got to the damn drones. But that's okay. We'll do that. We'll do it on Thursday. There'll be more stuff. Like I do have some stuff on the drones. I think it's an important story, so that way I can dedicate most of the time to just doing that. Though I do feel like it should be a an unveiling reality thing. But I don't. I think this. I have a feeling it's going to be more of a series unless somebody comes out and goes, "This is it." But I have all kinds of things for you, like surveying companies who do drone stuff, like in the software they use, and other things of interest. Like for instance, how they keep flying around every night all over the country, yet nothing's being done about them. It's the strangest thing. But there has been some areas that they're doing recon, and the cops are setting up their own drones. How deep is this playlist right now? It needs to get deeper. But funny enough, one of the people doing a lot of coverage on it is Hannibal. From Hannibal, the Hannibal TV. Hannibal used to be a professional wrestler. And he's actually really into this drone thing. I think it's going to be something worth covering. Why the U.S. can't stop the drones are flying over its military bases? I got that's from a month ago, and really November is when this all kicked off. This is a new thing. New Jersey mayor extended an interview on drone issue in his township. These are things we can look at. It'll be probably, I feel like I should come back tomorrow and just do drones on unveiling reality. But then if it's not complete, I don't feel like I could do it justice. Like it needs to be a whole thing. I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep working away at collecting data on this and building a story for it. I may come back tomorrow night and do this random story. I may do it. If I don't already have something to do. If not, maybe Thursday or Friday. The politics news is kind of like dripping. It's dripping right now. There's not a lot of politics news. I think January is going to be hot. There's going to be a lot of politics news in January. But I think towards the end of the year here, it's just kind of trickling down. I got some stuff with Kash Patel that I didn't get to tonight. I'll probably lead with that on Thursday. And that's just the Department of Justice, the FBI stuff, that shit like that. Nothing that is groundbreaking or just it's just news. All right, guys. Hey Heidi, what's up? I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you had a lot of fun tonight. I had fun debunking psyops. I love doing that. Definitely an inside job. It's definitely. I love this What's the last thing from Scott? Let's see. You all are good people here, by the way. It's worth saying, and people don't say things like this enough. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much. That was very nice of you to say. I appreciate that, and so does Shelly. You don't know how much it means to her and everybody else. So thank you so much for that. And you're very welcome. All right. So yeah, maybe I'll be back tomorrow night and Thursday night. I want to get on the drone. I kind of want to get in the habit of it. But if I just did a drone series, I don't know. Unveiling Reality is a particular show, and I have to figure out how to frame things right. Maybe I just don't need shows. Maybe I just need to just show up. Like, that's something I've been thinking about too. Having shows, like specialized shows, puts some kind of weird pressure on things. If I just show up and do a topic, a la Mean Copium or something like that, like somebody that shows up and just does a topic. But having particular shows, they have to work, right? The shit has to work with it. So if unveiling, to me, UFO stuff, maybe it's just a unveiling reality UFO, or I'm sorry, unveiling reality drones over America series. Like I want to call it that, even though I know the drones are going off over the world. For some reason, I want to call it drones over America. And I could just follow it, and I could just pick up. That's kind of how I've done Unveiling Reality in the past. It's a show that has different series within it. It's like one of those Russian dolls. You open it up, and there's another doll inside of it, and you keep going, and then you get to the very bottom, and there's like a piece of candy or something. All right, well, enough about that. Drone watch. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Drone watch. Drones over Jersey. We're going to talk about that. And why'd they pick New Jersey of all places? Jesus. But New Jersey's basically under drone control right now. It's basically been taken over by drones. Thank you, Jacob. Good to see you, my brother. All right, guys. Time for me to get out of here. I'm going to queue up the outro and get on out. I thank each and every one of you for being here this evening. And I will see you next time. You guys take care. Stay warm. Get ready for the holidays. Almost time at the end of the year. Thank you so much, Ronnie. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next time. And until that time, each and every one of you stay based and keep on winning.
If you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands. If you've lost faith in humanity, and this is your villain origin story, if you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands.